Hello?
Yep, that my mic was muted. Okay, so everything I was just saying there, nobody heard. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, I think, unless I'm hearing you through the stream. Hold on.
That'd be hilarious. I'm just
No, I can hear you on Discord, fine.
okay, fine, great, yeah. I had myself muted. So the beginning of that stream was just me telling everybody that I'm getting everything set up, and I was telling you that we were live, and it's going great. Okay, so I've unmuted my microphone.
Hello, Bruce. How are you doing?
Yeah. How do I make myth appear? Okay. Okay, so then I go here. But I don't see your image on the thingy. There you are. Okay, so you're there now. Okay. So then I think I just gotta shrink the box.
We're learning something.
Or wait, do I hide mine? Turn
Things
off
are
camera.
happening.
Turn off camera. Wait, that didn't work. How do I hide my box? Oh, not me. I want to go myth. There it is.
I'm pretty sure they have plugins for this now.
Whatever. You think I know how to use a plugin? Please.
True.
True is true. Okay. Alright. So we're doing this. Hello, everyone in chat. Hello, friends. Ooh, nice strong start in chat. Now to slowly erode that number. Hey, everybody. We got lots of announcements tonight. We got some crazy stuff. I'm gonna do some quick run us through whatever the hell is happening here. We even have some. I didn't plan this, but we have some really like moody music going on here too. Because I've got Resident Evil 4. I think it's the main menu is just running in the background. Hey, chat, I want to say hi to The Hill Silent, to NetJam Jr. I want to say hi to Bruce. I want to say hi to Grand Noodle Life, Corinne Maxine, Stream Elements. I always love you, Stream Elements. The Hill Silent, NetJam Jr., Zarina. And, of course, Myth is joining me right now. He is live. You're on location, Myth, right? We sent you on location again?
Hello. Yes, I'm still on location from the middle of the Pacific Ocean now. We upgraded from the Atlantic, so we're now off the coast of somewhere, probably Mexico. I don't know.
Outstanding. So you're just a world traveler at this point. You're always also, in a new place.
I don't think I'm on. Like,
you are now. I literally just fixed it 5 seconds ago.
Yeah. All right.
Yep. Hey, I'm learning slow.
Yeah, I just see that.
Hey, everybody. So we've got just to start out with the enticement for this stream. We have a lot of giveaways today. We have if anybody joined in, we did a random stream yesterday morning, or I think lunchtime yesterday, where I did successfully beat Mad Chainsaw Mode in the RE4 demo. So we're going to do a series digital giveaway for that as part of this, and I have reset.
Oh, you actually beat it? Oh, damn.
We did, yeah. Yesterday we beat it. It's insane. You got to watch it. Like I just rolled.
That's awesome.
Dude, I rolled right up, and like it's like a 30-minute stream. I rolled right up there, cracked my knuckles, got the TMP run done, and then I think in like 3 runs I beat Mad Chainsaw Mode. It was beautiful. The community challenge is up. I lowered the number because Myth told me to, and it's already like 50% done, so I shouldn't have listened to Myth on that one. The community...
it's literally just because we have the regulars.
I know, I'm being a jerk, because I am a jerk.
Like points to burn, so...
Yeah, no, you guys burn the points, because we'll do a series giveaway because I beat Mad Chainsaw Mode. The community goal will get met in the next 37 seconds, so we'll do one for that too once that's met, and then we're going to do just giveaways for Contagious Memories, or so, well, I guess... Whatever game that person wants. We're not gonna, for the single games, you could just pick the fucking game. So we're gonna be doing a lot of giveaways towards the end of the stream. Remember, you use the Stream Elements thing, exclamation point enter to enter. You have to watch the stream to get tickets to enter. Subscribers get 2 or 3 times luck to win, or some bullshit like that. So you actually have to stay in the damn stream, people. And I think I said it so it doesn't give them free tickets, Smith, so... Because screw them.
Yeah, and it looks like the giveaway is already working.
Excellent. So make sure you guys enter. So news, we're going to jump right into news before we talk to Myth about his world travels. We are going to have another guest later on this stream. Falco is going to jump in for a very special announcement at the midpoint of the stream. I think he said he's going to try to jump in around 8 o'clock. So stay tuned for Falco to join us to make an announcement. That'll be fun. But the big announcement of the day that no one knew about, including Wordy, apparently, every time we were on camera and we're like, oh, we have an announcement Tuesday, and she was like, I don't know what's going on. She kept forgetting what was happening. So we announced, limited run announced that the Outbreak Collection Part 1 is coming to Switch physically. Its pre-orders open up on May 9th. There's 2 covers again this time, just like with Contagious Memories. There's going to be a limited run specific cover, which I think only has 2,000 units. And then there's going to be an Amazon cover that I think only has a limited amount of units too. But I don't know the number of that one.
You'll need to get the Amazon cover for Contagious Memories.
Yeah, you do. I mean, it looks pretty good. Here it is. I got it right on camera for us. So you can see the magic of the Amazon cover for Contagious Memories. It looks great. I'm doing a bad job showing it in the camera right now. But yeah, this is exciting. This is something we have been talking to Limited Run about doing for, this is of course, the Limited Run cover of Contagious Memories. And I'm going to mention why I'm showing these in a moment, because they do tie into this whole thing. We've been talking to Limited Run about doing the Switch collection for probably like 2 years now. I would wager it's been about that long. And it's the right time now. So these are, of course, the native Switch ports for Outbreak, the New Nightmare, and Outbreak, the Nightmare Chronicles. This is kind of the Lydia disc, or the Lydia cartridge, I guess you'd call it. So it's primarily her games plus Outbreak 2D, which was a whole other group of survivors anyway. And the reason for the split, of course, is that there's a limited amount of space on a Nintendo Switch cart. So it made sense to just kind of split the collection like this. So these are kind of the very retro titles.
Nintendo for that one.
Well, I'm not going to blame anybody, but these are the kind of the retro Outbreak titles before we got to Lost Hope and Epidemic, when things got a little more modern. So these are the games that are 2D or they're fixed camera angle games. They play more like the classic Resident Evil games. Of course, Outbreak 2D was a 2D reimagining of games like Resident Evil Outbreak. Outbreak the New Nightmare was, of course, kind of a reimagining of the kind of 3D fixed camera games. Probably closest to something like... in terms of the camera, it's probably closest to Code Veronica, to be honest with you, for the New Nightmare. And then Outbreak the Nightmare Chronicles, of course, is our reimagining of Resident Evil 1 on the PS1, because it's super fixed cameras. You're in a mansion. There's lots of shenanigans, and it's incredibly hard, which is fun. So yeah, Falco's blaming Evan. Falco's in chat. Like, I like that Falco's joining us later on in the stream, and he's fucking in chat right now. So like, he's bad at
Apparently
everything.
Later on this stream is now.
Well, yeah. Is he trying to join us?
He just did.
What's up?
Oh, so he's here. Okay, so now we got to figure out the camera. Okay, and somebody either subbed or followed or whatever. Thank you, whoever did that. And if it's somebody who already did it, then I'm not thanking you, because everybody yells at me when I thank people who have already subbed and followed. So, hold on.
So that makes it easy.
All right, so we got to figure out the camera here. Uh-oh. Myth, can I hide my camera somehow? Like my box, to make you guys just appear?
I could also just be audio only. That's fine.
Wait, I fixed it. No, I fixed it.
Yes, if you
No, I fixed it.
right-click.
I fixed it. Myth, it's fixed. Don't do anything. So hi, so we've got Falco here. I was telling Falco you were probably going to join us midway through the stream, but this is also midway through the stream.
What's up? Hi,
So welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I got the spooky music playing here and everything, and we were just talking about Outbreak Collection Part 1. So thank you, Leon Help, for a first-time chat. That may have been somebody who followed us. So yeah, so as I was saying, this is okay. And this is kind of the part 1 of the series. It's Outbreak 2D, it's New Nightmare, it's Nightmare Chronicles. I was posting this in the Limited Run Discord, but this does include all the patches. The graphics improvements for New Nightmare that came over the years. It includes all the patches, the graphics improvements, the bug fixes, everything up to the modern versions on Switch. And of course, that includes all the updates we did to these titles, because these were the first 3 titles in the series that released in 2017 and 2018. So these, of course, received numerous patches and more content and stuff over the years. So that's all directly on the cartridge here for this too. So you can buy this thing with confidence that these are kind of the definitive versions for Switch, and it's all on the cartridge. So yeah, I don't know, Falco, how does that make you feel?
I'm excited.
He's excited.
This is gonna be, especially considering that you have all the updates added to this collection. It should be pretty good.
Yeah. It's also why it was like the perfect time to do this, because we know that these games are not going to get updated again. There's not going to be like any DLC or anything. These are now in the vault as we move forward with Shades of Horror. So it's kind of a safe time to update to do the physical releases, because we know there's not going to be any more patches. People have been playing these for many years. We know that they're stable. They run well on Switch. One of the nice things is Switch is probably the definitive place to play Outbreak 2D, because it's perfect on the handheld, like you'd kind of think it would be. And co-op mode is in Outbreak and Outbreak the New Nightmare on these. So you can play 2-player co-op. So that is on both versions. And Outbreak 2D has the bots. The AI bots are in as well.
Are there any major differences from the Switch physical to the PS4 physical that was released like a few years ago?
Yeah, so the Switch versions are slightly more up to date. They got a couple very small bug fixes and performance improvements that did not make it into the PS4 version, because the PS4 version's code shipped first. So they are not technically the exact build. Well, they obviously aren't the exact same build numbers, because they had to be built for a different platform. But the differences when you look at these versus the PS4 version is these had also UI changes to each of the game each of the games as you kind of imagine, to make text bigger, to make UI elements bigger and easier to see on the handheld screen and stuff like that. So it's mostly the changes to work on a handheld, graphics changes, and bug fixes. They have, I think the Nightmare Chronicles specifically has quite a few bug fixes that did not make it into the pressing of the PS4 Outbreak Collection. So yeah, that's a pretty good question, actually. The Hill Silence says no Steam Deck love. I just want to remind everybody that every game is available on Steam, and all of our games play on Steam Deck, including the playable teaser for Shades of Horror. Plays on the Deck too pretty well. So all of our games can be played on the Steam Deck. I'm sorry, Beth, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I've just noticed. I'm trying to confirm this myself, but it would appear that Limited Run's using the wrong cover art for the Outbreak Switch collection listing. That's the Contagious Memories art.
But they're not, Myth, and that's where see that. Look at this. This is why Myth is a master, because he segued right into why I have this with me right now. So good job, Myth. That was you set that one up perfectly for me. And you get whatever Myth points we use to measure your performance on stream. You get like 5 Myth points for that. So if you scroll down the page, yeah, the Myth point system is something I'm still developing. Don't worry, it's coming soon. So it does say it on here. What the hell's going on? Somewhere on this page. Bundle up. Here it is. So yeah, there's going to be a drop-down option where you can get both the limited run version of Outbreak Contagious Memories along with Outbreak Collection Part 1 as kind of like a bundle deal. I don't know anything more than that, just that they're going to bundle them together in some form. The reason for that is given that Part 1 focuses on Lydia's story for for New Nightmare Chronicles. That pretty much goes straight into Contagious Memories. So you can kind of get most of Lydia's stories through a bundle through this as well. And that's why they're kind of appearing together here, if anybody was curious.
Neat.
Yes, it is neat. And you set up the perfect segue. So let's go back to this one, because this is actually the box arts for this one. Uh-oh. Where'd Image go? So yeah, so we have two variants. The limited run cover is obviously like a reimagining of the city level from Outbreak: The New Nightmare, which was the second scenario in that game. And then of course the Amazon cover is the original Outbreak Collection cover, but for Switch. So I think I'm like, in my opinion, they're the best covers we've done for the games. So I would say don't miss these physicals because they look great in real life. And I may or may not have them sitting here next to me, but I didn't want to bring them on stream until pre-order started. So,
is it an equal split between Amazon and limited run?
I don't.
Each, or
I do not know. So that was what we were talking about earlier. I don't actually know the answer to that. We just know that there's 2,000 of the limited run cover, which is the one on the right, because they say it on the page. I don't know what the remainder split is for Amazon or anything else.
I think they pare that down a little bit, at least from what we've seen.
Okay.
Elsewhere, but we'll see.
But I would say don't wait.
I think it's more on Amazon, but I could be completely off base.
Oh, okay.
The good thing is one of you has to be right.
More.
So,
That is true.
yeah, one of you has to be right.
It's a 50-50.
Okay, so before I monologue forever, let's go to chat quick.
Outbreak on Amazon, and I get a bunch of crappy movies first. This is great.
Well, one of them's got Morgan Freeman in it, though. But really, really quick, I do want to just swing over to chat quick,
true.
in case people were asking questions. So I'm going to scroll up a tiny bit. Will says, will this work on the Switch Pro? Okay, we're going to ban Will. Techno says, forgot you guys were streaming. I guess nobody was really asking questions. Does it contain broken toilets or working... Oh, Will asks if Outbreak 2D on Switch has broken or working toilets, which is a major inflection point for our audience. I believe Switch has the broken toilets. The only remaining version of Outbreak 2D with the working toilets is the current Steam version, because that build is before the console ports happen, and I think we told the story on stream maybe like a year ago or something, or like 8 months ago, but the reason why the toilets broke is when we did the PS4, PS5, Switch, and Xbox Series ports of Outbreak 2D, the graphics became corrupted because the game was in Unity. And what happened was all the sprite graphics, because we had to jump like 5 major versions of Unity to be able to ship the code on consoles, the graphics got corrupted. And what I ended up spending a month sitting down and going through all the sprites in Outbreak 2D trying to fix them in Unity. And I fixed probably like 99.5% of the sprites, but the stuff that broke and I could not get working again was things like the bathrooms and stuff like that. So if you want working bathrooms, you have to be on the Steam version. Otherwise, all the console ports have broken bathrooms.
This is why you don't have your lead dev be QA as well.
True. I mean, yeah, it's absolutely true. But the other thing is, the thing that really fucked me over was the major version jumps in Unity, because we were using... So, like, back when Outbreak 2D was getting developed, that was 2015 we started. So that was, like, Unity 5 point low number. And when we shipped the Switch version, I'm pretty sure we were on Unity, like, 2021 at that point. Or somewhere around that, 2020 or 2021, something like that. Might have been 2020. So they had overhauled how all the 2D stuff was handled in Unity, and I guess it just broke it during the upgrades, and I couldn't fix it because the game was just so ridiculously complex. And in hindsight, we're kind of lucky the graphics are in as good of a state as they're in right now. But compare the Steam version to the console version sometimes, and you'll be surprised to see some differences there. So...
Evan, I just want to point out something. I looked up Contagious Memories on Amazon just to see if it said anything about the print number.
Okay.
I scrolled down to the reviews, and top review, in fact, the only review of the game, is a 5-star review that says, in the title, the game is fine.
Yep. I've told Julia
right there.
No, and I love it. I've told Julia before I want that printed out and framed, because I think that's the ultimate review for that game. Is like, it's fine. 5 stars. There you go. So yeah, that's pretty funny. So yeah, I don't know. Myth and Falco, you guys tend to have pretty good questions. Do you have any questions about this that other people might be thinking, because that I have not thought about to answer?
Other than the segue question I did earlier, not really.
That was a good question, though.
How many parts will be part of this collection?
I don't know. That's another great question. Who the hell knows?
Yeah.
I don't actually know the answer to that question. So, you know what? I guess the answer is how I answer every time we have a physical release is if you would like to see a part 2, you probably should buy part 1. Because I'm sure if the sales go off a cliff, there's no part 2.
Nice.
Yuri,
are you gonna have
guys?
any,
I think we need you to buy part 1.
Yeah, I think people should buy part 1.
Don't let them have volume 1 and then never release volume 2. That's yikes. That is not a timeline I want to live in.
You could be on like the Shenmue level sub-series, you know, just end at 3.
And 3.
Never go beyond that.
Well, I mean, we would also like to see a physical for Endless Nightmares at some point. So, like, that kind of ties into, do you want a part 2? Do you want Endless Nightmares physical? You got to keep buying the physicals if we ever want to complete the series. Because now, if you think about it, if we get part 2 down the road and we get Endless Nightmares on physical, we will then have had the entire series physically released because Shades of Horror is already coming physically on PS5 from Limited Run, as per the announcement last year, right? So, if you guys just keep buying, we can actually complete the whole series physically. Pretty soon, probably.
And Dino Break, right?
Well, I gotta make Dino Break and Pinball one day.
Apparently, Bruce and Will say that we need to up our volumes. Apparently, they can't hear us that well.
Maybe if I move this knob, it'll be better?
Just up the knob.
Okay, I've upped
the desktop audio. That should probably do it.
Yeah, I just upped the knob about 20%, and now the bars are moving into the red. So is that better, people in chat? Guys, chat, is that better?
That's probably bad, but it's fine.
It's probably bad, but it's fine.
I guess we need to speak. They aren't talking. Will, we're talking right now. I know I'm extremely delayed, but Myth sounds good. Need a test from Falco. Okay.
Okay.
I think
hear
we're
me
fine.
now? Can you hear me now? Hello. Good. Thanks, Fries.
Okay, Fries says it sounds good.
Nice. Fries did it.
Thank you, Fries.
So yeah, so the bottom line is, if you want part 2, if you want more physicals like Endless Nightmares, you gotta keep buying these things, guys. Which is going to be what we're going to say every time we ever release a physical. So yeah. So chat. Well, okay. So it's pre-orders open May 9th. The limited run cover, which is on the right, is very limited to 2,000 units. If you were around when Contagious Memories came out, we sold through the limited stuff pretty quick on 2 of the platforms. So if you want that, probably get there day of. I do not think this title will get a reprint. I don't think any of our stuff is getting reprints. So you either get it now when you can, and once it's gone, it's probably gone forever.
You can also still pick up Contagious Memories on Amazon and on the Limited Run website if you need either of those covers, or wait for the bundle that's coming, because that's also a thing too.
Hold on, I think I have another plug too. You could also buy a very exclusive version of Contagious Memories that I have sitting right next to me.
Oh, do you want to segue into that plug?
You can buy this version.
Oh no!
Rated 9.4 from CGC as part of a special charity auction that will be going up very soon, right, Evan?
Yeah, I was going to put it up on May 9th, but anytime you want me to put it up, you just let me know if you want to do it sooner.
I don't know. We should throw it to the chat and see what they want to do.
Actually, that's a great chat question. So we're going to talk a little bit about the charity auction. But chat, while Falco is explaining what we're doing and why we're doing it, think about when you would want this to go up. We could either do it sooner, or we could plan to release it on May 9th. And it's going to be an eBay auction, just a heads up for folks to prepare your PayPals or however you buy on eBay. But Falco, talk us through what you're going to do and why you're doing it.
So, at PAX East, I was told by Uri that I had to go over to the CGC table and get 2 copies, one of the Outbreak Collection on PS4 and of Contagious Memories on PS4, graded while we were there. He proceeded to record all of my credit card information.
I did. I actually did. Why am I admitting this on camera?
It's probably still logged into that computer.
Oh God.
And about 2 weeks later,
question.
Yeah.
When this video gets released, I'm gonna have to blur that, aren't I?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Myth. Myth, I just want to say I love that you already know you're going to be the one who has to make the video. Like, I love that there's no question in your mind that we're just going to hand it to you and we're going to be like, Myth, turn this into a video.
Exactly. No, I think like half of it was just you chiming in that Myth had to edit out certain content. So
good.
But yeah, no, I think we're gonna put both of these up. What are we gonna do, Evan?
Makes my job easier.
We're gonna do a collection, both of them, one individually.
Let's do them as separate auctions just to maximize how much we can hit up people for. Because if you do them together, you know, people are going to try and just get a bundle price on it. But if we do them separately, we can really hit them hard in the pocketbook.
Exactly. But I think it's going to go to Glaucoma Foundation, right?
Yeah,
Glaucoma Research.
It was going to be the Glaucoma Research Foundation, which for long-time listeners of the chat, you should, everybody who's been with us since the Kickstarter knows that I'm pretty much blind, and I'm blind thanks to glaucoma. It's a great disease that typically affects older individuals, but I was lucky enough to get it at birth. Yeah. It's a terror.
I know it chose you.
Yeah, and the best part of glaucoma is if you get it later on in life, it comes on so gradually you don't realize you're going blind until it's too late. That's the glaucoma advantage.
Lovely.
So get your eyes checked, everybody. That's kind of what we're saying here. Just go get regular eye checkups. Don't wait. Do it now.
Well, do it after you put in your bid, though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yes, wait until you do your bid and then take care of your health.
Yeah, you don't really need to see it.
That's true. That's very true. But I think we said it's going to be 50%. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Falco. I'm not making demands here. We said we're going to do 50% to charity. We'll do probably an auction for what, like a week or two. I don't know if you had any thoughts on that.
Yeah, it's probably going to be up for like 10 days.
Okay.
The normal duration, and yeah, you can own a customized copy with some special messaging on the back, which longtime followers of the Discord probably already know that. But if not, there is a little custom branding that says Uri made me do this. So you'll get to own a piece of it.
It's outstanding. I mean, that's just, it's phenomenal that you did that at well, I don't want to say gunpoint, but you know,
it was pretty much
at main point. But yeah, but Falco's correct. There is a whole video. We have basically the part of the video at the con, and then we've got the Falco did some recording. I think Falco, you did some recordings or something later on for us that we're going to eventually splice together. Yeah.
And I think as part of the auction, I think you're going to get an executive producer credit, right, on that video once it launches. And,
on the video, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. So. You get Myth's executive producer credit
before the auction goes live, actually.
Oh,
depending on when, if it happens on the 9th, I can probably have that video ready to announce the auction as part of it.
Man, that would be kind of smart, wouldn't it? If we planned for something like that.
That would be smart.
I don't know. We'll say like Myth gets 5% of the auction if he does the video, and then that'll incentivize Myth to make the auction go to $10 million.
I don't need 5%. I don't need the 5% of the auction.
No, and we're
going to charity. I don't want
and Myth, we're gonna purposely take your 5% from the charity just to really maximize it.
Yes.
Oh.
God. So yeah, so Chad, if you want to vote when you want that auction to go up.
Hope it hasn't been awkward. I have been moving my setup around here because it's a bit more busier than I expected.
Well, you're a popular guy.
You gotta pull them on stream.
And the outlet that I have my laptop plugged into doesn't even have power. Cool.
Nice.
This is going great.
Your laptop's just gonna randomly die on you in the middle of the stream.
So if I randomly cut out, it's because my laptop died.
Nice. Very good. So yeah, Falco, and we're offering to, I mean, obviously it's the person's choice, whoever wins it, but we're willing to sign these as well. Is the idea correct?
Sure, why not?
Sure, why not? I love it. Who gives a shit?
I'll sign it any name you want.
Prize is absolutely correct. That is the reason I moved.
Any name you want. So yeah, so chat, definitely post in chat if you have a preference. Do you want this to go live with the pre-orders on May 9th, or do you want it sooner? Please let us know. Really, if you want to do it sooner, the only person you're inconveniencing here is Myth, because he's going to have to put the video together. So, me and Falco are fine with it, whenever you want to do it.
Yeah, we could just put it up tomorrow. Myth
Yeah!
video overnight.
Absolutely.
I would like to point out that video editing on a laptop is not practical nor going to happen. So you can just wait until the 30th of April when I'm back. Thank you.
I'm just hearing excuses. I don't know about you.
Wow. Oh man, Falco's a taskmaster. Ooh.
Yeah, you're hearing excuses from the best internet connection in the planet Earth, by the way, with a Discord ping of currently 832 milliseconds, and probably more on the Twitch stream.
Very nice. We did actually have a legitimate question. Will asked, is there a manual? And there's no manual in the case for any of our physicals. I don't think any of the physicals have manuals, so this auction will not come with a manual either. Just to answer that.
Should I crack it open just to confirm?
You crack it open.
Glaucoma Day.
Well, I thought that was in March.
It was.
Okay, I was about to say, it's like...
March 12th.
All right, Myth has 10 months. 10 months.
I read May 12th.
So yeah, I guess help us give the middle finger to glaucoma, and we'll have the auctions up at some point whenever chat decides. After April 30th, apparently. Yeah. I don't know.
9th.
May 9th? Myth is voting for May 9th.
Please, dear God.
Actually, good point from Fry's. Cross promotion opportunity is there too, so
See, this is what Julie would tell you to do because she's the business mind of the operation.
Yeah, that is the truth.
Julie would agree with Fry's.
I bet you she would. So Falco, anything else about that charity auction worth mentioning, or anything there?
Nah.
Yes, Fries, actually. I will go live with overdue streams on May 9th for promote the game and auction. Sure, why not? I'll commit to that right now. Nothing bad has ever happened for me committing to a stream.
Hold on, I'm trying to open up a different window here. I did want to segue. This is kind of a natural segue into another eBay-related thing, but I forgot to pull up the store page. So I'm going to let Falco and Myth talk to each other for a minute here while I try to load up eBay in an Edge window.
So, Myth, where are you right now?
We're currently off the coast of Mexico somewhere. Northern Mexico, like one day out of San Diego, because we're in San Diego.
And is there an arcade on the boat? Nothing?
No.
Like, no game?
I'm very sad. I'm very bored. Please, God help me. Unless you count the casino.
The casino. Okay, did you bet on roulette?
There was apparently an arcade on this ship about a month ago when apparently they had a thing called Joko Cruises or whatever. Did a whole like gaming themed cruise where they had a bunch of like voice actors and gaming celebrities. Will Wheaton was there for some reason, come on board, and they just turned like some of the bars and lounges into full on like tabletop setups where you can play tabletop games, and then they even brought like arcade cabs on board too. Like, what on earth? I missed this cruise. I'm very sad.
Oh, dude, Stephen Toulouse.
Bruce, actually, that's a good point. There is a sushi bar on board.
That cruise you were mentioning, Myth. Stephen Toulouse used to be a presenter on one of those, I think, way back when, before he passed away. So I do remember hearing about that many years ago. That's kind of cool.
That's pretty awesome.
For anybody who's wondering, Stephen Toulouse was the head of enforcement at Xbox Live. If anybody was curious. Nobody was curious.
So, Evan, what do you have pulled up here?
Yes, great segue. Wonderfully done. I'm going to assign the myth points I gave the myth earlier to you now, Falco. He lost them. So yeah, so if you've been in our Discord,
I can lose them?
Yes, you can lose them. This is a zero-sum game, my friend. Well, life is, in a way. But if you've been following us in the Dead Drop Studios Discord, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we have a pretty large audience coming in from Kickstarter and a few other places because of the other announcements today, I just want to note that one of the most frequent questions I get from people is, I want a signed physical game from you, you fucking asshole. A lot of people curse at me, and a lot of people say mean things to me.
They include the last part.
Oh, they include it, man. Oh, I'll tell you. So, we've been kind of trying to figure this out for a while to get some time to do it, but we finally launched the official Dead Drop Studios eBay store. And I'm proud to tell all of you, in addition to the Falco charity auctions that will be coming up on May 9th, apparently, now that we've picked the date for that, you can go to our eBay store right now, and we have a limited inventory, and I mean limited here, of physical releases from Contagious Memories, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, both variations for Nintendo Switch, and I guess that's it, because those are the only games out, because Part 1's not out yet. If you want a signed Outbreak Contagious Memories on PS4, PS5, or Switch, either cover, you can go to our store. We've set the prices consistent with what other online retailers charge for our games on the secondary market, or not on the secondary market, but the retailers who sell our games outside of Limited Run's website. We set our prices consistent with them. And you can go here and you can just pick up a copy, and there is a button when you go to buy it. And Myth, I'm going to trigger you right now, buddy. Under the signed by developer, you have 3 options. Not signed, or you can get it signed on the shrink wrap, which Myth loves. Myth has all of his games signed on the shrink wrap.
Listen, people who sign on the shrink wrap deserve no rights. I'm dying on this hill. They are dumbasses. Okay?
Deserve no rights.
It will wipe off. I don't know who wants this.
We've already had people purchase these and ask for the signed shrink wrap. But you can also pick the one to have. Well, people have already paid money for it, buddy. So you can also get it signed by the developer, opened, where you give us permission to open it, and we'll sign it on the actual artwork for the cover. This is signed by me and Julia. We number the signed copies and we date them. You know, this is now available. You can go find us on eBay. We're Dead Drop Studios. You'll never guess that that's our name on eBay. And this is also going to have the nice
People who sign on the cover are Chads, by the way. If you get them to open it and sign on the cover, then you're a certified Chad, and also Giga Chad, and deserve I don't know, $1 million.
Okay,
that's my hot take.
So Myth has in one breath taken all of the rights away from a group of people, and then in another breath elevated another group of people. So this is Myth, not us, but this is Myth. So you can get, you can buy all. We do sell all the games. Now you're going to notice that we sell the Outbreak Collection PS4 here as well. We're going to click on this. Not signed by the developer is the only fucking option here, and the reason was we sold signed copies of the Outbreak Collection through the Kickstarter last year with the promise that we were not going to be offering signed copies in the future. So this is the one that is off limits to get signed. Okay? So I'm just saying...
Copies, please.
Wait, what?
I want them licked. I want that as an option.
I can add that variation on. I'm happy to lick anything for money.
Okay.
Falco, weren't you the one who told me to lick my PlayStation 5 for content at one time as well?
Yeah. Yes.
Pretty sure that was you.
And you did.
Outstanding.
And Falco, then... do you want to, like, announce that you have, like, a licking thing, or, like,
No, I'm
giving you the floor right
guy. I'm the foot guy, but I also like licking things, too, so it's fine.
Nice.
All good.
It did not go where I thought it would. Okay.
I love this dialogue.
Yes, Techno, you heard correct. Evan said he would lick anything for money, and he definitely means anything. So
I'm trying to fund video games here. We're also going to be using the eBay store to sell bundles, where we offer things that you really can't get anywhere else as part of a bundle. So we have our first fan bundle up as well. which does include every game that's been out physically. Obviously, Part 1's not included in this because that was not that was not announced. But this bundle, which I think we're only offering 2 of these, it does include signed trading cards as well. You can get a gold Contagious Memories variation of each card, silver Outbreak Collection cards, as well as each of the games physically. This money goes directly towards... There was text in here somewhere. Here it is. It goes directly towards supporting Shades of Horror and counts towards the stretch goals. So this is kind of our first step into trying to figure out how to get the remaining stretch goals funded. We're funding them through the Slacker Backer store, but through the eBay as well. Sorry, Myth?
The Outbreak Collection on Switch, the Outbreak Collection Volume 1 on Switch won't have trading cards. This is a sad day.
It will not. I think they're done, right? They said they're finished?
Yeah. This is a sad day.
So every...
Actually, they make them even more exclusive.
Well, that's kind of the whole...
They're definitely out of print now.
Oh, I mean, everything in this picture is out of print. Once everybody runs through their stock of this stuff, it's gone forever. There's not going to get reprints for any of this. So that's what I'm saying, is if you really want to support Shades of Horror, you can grab one of the fan bundles. We're obviously going to count the individual games as well towards the stretch goals, but this is just another way. We're trying to get to fucking Dino Break one day. So yeah, so we'll be putting up these bundles. We'll try to make the bundles a little special, but the first one is a focus on kind of the trading cards and stuff. And of course, we will sign anything in the bundle, including the trading cards, except for the Outbreak Collection on PS4, because that is a hard stop, because it was part of the Kickstarter as a reward. But everything else here is fair game for getting signed, including the trading cards. So... and if anybody else is curious, we will have other odds and ends on the store as we either acquire or need to unacquire business resources over the years. So if you're looking for old consoles and stuff, we do have a limited selection of other things, including old dev rigs, the Oculus we never used for the Kickstarter that was planned for an RE4 playthrough, stuff from the prize table for the Kickstarter that never got handed out. So it's all going to be appearing up on here as well, you know, with more stock coming on. I'm just surrounded by things down here. Is the only way to say it.
Put up the Keurig.
Yeah, the Keurig will go up one day for $25,000.
That as a charity auction.
Yeah,
Signed.
the Keurig.
Yeah.
The signed Keurig. Yes. But yes. The other reason why we're doing the eBay store with the physical games is I'm trying to destroy the fucking secondary market for these things, because people were selling the PS4 version. I saw auction or sales ending on here through the eBay like metrics dashboard, ending at like $85. So I'm gonna also kill the fucking markup on these things that scalpers are trying to benefit off of through the store.
I think I did that with the original collection too, when I sold them for like $30.
Yeah, you did, and you decimated the market at the time, which was great.
You're welcome, everyone.
Yep, so buy from us and help us destroy the secondary market, because I do not enjoy seeing, like, the PS4 version of Contagious Memories up for $90. That's, we don't get any of the money from that.
Unless you're getting those $90, right?
Sure, I mean, if I'm getting the $90, let's go to the max, but those are just scalpers taking advantage of people, so we're setting the prices based on what other indie retailers are selling the games for, essentially. And then we add on typically $5 to have it signed, which is kind of a really you're kicking in a little bit extra to make Shades of Horror a better game with that $5. So visit our store. There is a link that will get posted by Stream Elements, but definitely check it out. Buy stuff, and we ship pretty fast. Hey, we have followers now.
Yeah,
ooh,
I have no idea.
And that's
does not sign for free. This is true. Well,
no, but everything that you can get signed on our eBay store, Wordy will sign it. Yeah, the stuff that's already gone out. We already had a couple of orders, which was great to see, and Wordy signed all of them. So, you know, signed over my name just so my name wasn't there, which was probably smart. And we signed in big black Sharpie markers, so it's not going to fade. It did seem like it stuck pretty well in the shrink wrap for the people who wanted that, so I don't know.
Evan, we need another option, and that includes an MS Paint cover. variant.
Oh my god, that would be incredible.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could figure out how to print covers to the actual size of the cases. Oh, holy shit, I've got to do MS Paint covers at some point. That would be amazing. Maybe we'll do this for like a charity auction one day or something.
Something.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Just have Evan draw the cover.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so good. I mean, you saw my Among Us cover, right? That was incredible.
Yeah, Will brought it up. There's like definitely you can just use pre-rendered templates.
Sweet.
And then just load it up.
Okay, so that's something we're going to be looking into, I think, at some point, because that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So yes, chat. We've been talking for a while. Does anybody in chat have questions? I like seeing such a lively channel, too. This is great. And remember, we've got lots of giveaways at the end of this thing, so make sure you keep entering. MS Paint reversible covers for Shades of Horror LRG variant when? I can ask them about that.
We'll probably just draw the winners from the same giveaway.
Yeah, everyone's just going to get drawn by Stream Elements.
Who's tonight's sponsor? Good question.
Let's do Tequila. Tequila is tonight's sponsor. I'd like to talk to everybody about Jose Cuervo. This has been making my night fantastic after a very long day, so I'd like to thank Tequila for this stream.
I was gonna plug Johnny Smoking Gun whiskey.
Something 18
Nice.
Trust. Dead Drop Studios does not encourage underage drinking. Please drink responsibly. Contact your doctor if it lasts more than 4 hours.
Wow.
But be sure to drink it out of your GDC flask. If you are drinking responsibly.
Dude, when I saw that on the table at GDC, I knew I needed to get you one of those. I was like, it's the ultimate gift.
It was perfect.
Oh, I love it.
What the hell?
They
have a GDC flask?
Yeah. Oh, Mytha was awesome. I mean, like, we were in the bookshop at GDC, and Julia was just, like, looking around at books because she's smart and she reads, and I don't read because I'm dumb. But then she was like, did you see they have flasks? And I was just like, hello. And suddenly the bookstore was interesting to me. And the second I saw it, I told her, I'm like, we got to get this for Falco. And then I saw a bottle opener, and the rest is history. And then I made him get games graded by CGC.
I know, it was all part of the plan.
It was. It was all part of the plan.
Yeah, I don't know if that was making, per se. I think you just heavily encouraged, and he went along with it.
Maybe.
We'll go to the tape.
Yeah, it's all on the tape. And actually, a lot of that tape is me interviewing CMM, actually, because we had to move the camera away from Falco's thing so we didn't record his credit card number. So a lot of that video is going to be me interviewing CMM, I think, which is great. And Tiger Festival was there, too.
Subtitles on all of this, aren't I? Oh, God.
Yes, you do.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna edit it exactly like one of those YouTube vlogs that have like editing every 5 seconds to keep the Zoomers interested. Have a Subway Surfer on one side with the visual ASMR underneath it, and you're playing GTA races as well in the background. It'll be engaging for the kids.
For the kids, I love it. Myth, you're getting so old, buddy. You're all grown up. So I'm just
as somebody on this freaking ship reminded me, I am 27 years old.
Oh, that's insane, man. I remember being 27 years old. It was 10 years ago. For the sake of people on the stream,
how the entire ship apparently knows my name now.
Nice, but what name do they know you by? Give us the deets.
They know me because we went to the comedy show last night, and the comedian was asking for anyone in the room under 35, and my kind and benevolent mother literally stood up and pointed at me and started yelling, "He's 27," and yeah, so that's how I got bullied by a comedian for 45 minutes.
I'm loving it.
And not knowing what a payphone is. Or a phone book. Or a library account. So,
Will asks, did they all pinch your cheeks?
Don't take your mothers to comedy shows. Oh, listen, the amount of grandmas on this ship is too damn high. That's all I'm gonna say.
The amount of... So, Myth, when we last saw you, you had, you were leading up to your... You were on Grand Turk, actually, I believe, and, you were leading up to your brilliant...
We just left Grand Turk.
That's right. So you were heading towards the Panama Canal. So we never did actually get your review of the Panama Canal. So I'm going to need that now.
Okay. Well, my review of the Panama Canal is it's an absolute engineering marvel, and I would absolutely do it again because that was really freaking cool and one of the coolest cruise destinations I guess I've been to in a long time. Because it's so unique. You're not going to get anything like it anywhere else. Yeah, I definitely recommend it if you have the money. It's very a grand old time, especially if you like engineering and stuff.
That's that is a accurate description of it, and
10 out of 10.
And if anybody has never looked into how the Panama Canal was created, I encourage you to go read the Wikipedia page because it is both an engineering marvel and a crime against humanity. We're in a lot of trouble here. Shit.
Oh yeah.
Sorry for folks on stream. I did start playing Resident Evil 4 while we're all chatting, just because I knew we were just sitting on a static screen. So, but that in no way will stop this review of the Panama Canal. But I may die. So Myth, where else have you been? Like on your trip? Or did we lose him?
We went to Aruba and we went. Okay. Oh, did we lose me?
No, I got you back.
You're there.
I think I'm still here. Okay. We went to Aruba. That was really nice. Aruba is a lot, I guess, more built up than Grand Turks was at the time, so it was a lot more. Didn't feel like more of a small town. It felt more like a medium-sized town, I guess. And then after that, we went to. Where did we go to? I think the next port of call was Cartagena, Colombia. And I have a funny story from Cartagena, Colombia. Have you ever almost been left behind by your cruise ship? Because that almost happened to us. Because there was an accident, and one of the buses blocked off an entire bridge and made a round-trip journey that was supposed to take about 25 minutes to get back to the boat. Took an hour and a half. And so we were late getting, we had to leave at like 12:30, and we didn't get back to the boat until like 1:45. So
nice.
They waited for us, thank God, but it was a bit touch and go there. Our tour director actually at one point, several times, got off the bus, ran up to the nearest intersection, and started directing traffic so that we could get back faster, which was a marvel to see, and I wish I recorded it in hindsight, but it was quite the. I don't want to say stressful because they always say that they'll wait for you, but it was a bit antsy. It was a bit. Everyone on the bus was a bit anxious because we had to make our time slot for the canal, which was the very next day, and if we didn't make the time slot, it would have been apparently cost the company $35,000. So
holy shit!
Nobody was really happy when we turned up an hour and a half late. If you ever, as a rule of thumb, if you ever pull up to a cruise ship and not only are there nobody else anywhere on the entire pier, but if your bus drives all the way up to the gangway, stops, and gets out with about 6 senior officers yelling at you to get the hell into the ship, and also at the same time they don't even check your bags, they just push you through the metal detector and just get you on board as fast as humanly possible, you may in fact be a little late.
That's insane, man. Were you well, hold on, before we move on, I had some questions.
We already talked about.
Yeah, I had some questions because you gave me a run through of that, but then I came out of it with questions that I needed answers on. So the first, of course, being, was the people you were with on the tour, were they a part of the cruise line, or were they separate from the cruise line?
Oh, like the people operating the tour?
Right,
They were a separate company, but they were
oh
contracted
shit.
basically by the cruise.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so they did not need to
Our
actually
tour
get on the
director kept
boat.
getting a lot of calls.
Oh, jeez, man.
No, there was actually nobody from the company there on this particular excursion. There's nobody. There's no staff on the tour because they sometimes do that, but on this one there was nothing. There was any like guide from the ship with us, so it was even more stressful.
Wow. The second one was what? So I have to assume somebody was preparing for a backup plan if you missed the boat. What was the plan if you guys missed the boat?
And was it a cannon?
There was no plan.
It wasn't a cannon.
No, it was not a cannon. It was probably, if I'm being honest, it was probably a flight to Costa Rica, and we just missed the canal.
Do you think the cruise line would have covered that or not?
No, that would have been out of money.
Sometimes they do, but
oh wow.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
Apparently, if it was too long, if we were holding up the boat too long, they would have had to leave. So yeah.
Oh, sure. I mean,
situations like that because you're on one of their tour, because you're on one of their tour lines, they like have to prepare you because they say that they'll wait for you, and if they don't wait for you, then they're absolutely out of pay.
Jeez.
Kind of thing.
I had another question for you. What was the food situation outside of the boat there? Did you actually get some local cuisine or not?
We were originally going to, but because the bus was so goddamn late, we just basically were pushed onto it. So we actually didn't try any of the local.
Was there a Timmy Hose in Cartagena though?
Yes.
Unfortunately, there was no Timmy Hose in Cartagena. Oh,
I need to fact check that. Hold on. Tim Hortons, Colombia.
Shit. You're gonna find British Columbia. That's about it.
Oh my god. How many steps did you have to climb as part of this trip to not get donuts?
Oh, actually a lot, because we went to a fort. The first part of our tour was us going to a fort that was like sort of like defended Cartagena from the British, and there was a lot of steps to get up to the top of the fort because it's an old fort. And they did escalators built in, so a fair amount of steps. It was basically just walking up a hill, but for all of the old people on board, it was. Took about 20 minutes to get up a gentle hill. How many nights have I been drunk on this ship? Not one.
Why not?
Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending. Nothing really. I don't know. Also, you have to pay for each drink, and we don't have drinks package, so. Although I have had a few milkshakes, which have been pretty decent.
Man, Myth, you are so wholesome. See, me and Falco were told you have to pay for the drink, and we're like, yeah, okay, bring them.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
You just smuggle it in shampoo bottles, right?
Or your GDC flask.
I swear the bar makes serious money here. Well,
I'm sure they do.
Actually, they have a drink for that. It's basically called a mudslide. They put like I think it's rum or something, but it's basically like what you would have a milkshake kind of thing.
I'm incredibly disappointed. Tim Hortons has no locations in Colombia.
Yeah, me too. Like, look, I don't know anything. I was going to talk about cocaine. I'm going to keep my mouth shut so we can keep the video on demand. How about that? All I'm saying...
That's probably for the best, considering all the announcements.
Yeah, actually, you know what? We did a lot of announcements. Let's not kill the video on demand. I was about to make some thoughts about that, but I'm going to keep them to myself now. They were fine thoughts. There was nothing inappropriate, but even my appropriate thoughts seem to get video on demands pulled, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut now.
Apparently, the chat is in favor of cocaine.
Well, I never said that, though. I was simply thinking that maybe, you know, like you're getting a donut and it's got powder on it and, you know, and then the video on demand is in trouble now.
God.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on, gang.
No.
The important thing is Wordy is not down here. Unless she's down here. I don't actually know. She's probably not down here.
I gotta go get my credit card.
Where he sneaks up on him.
Yeah, you know what?
What are you?
Myth, let me handle this one. Everybody in chat could learn something from Falco right now. We just showed the eBay store. Falco's like, I gotta go get my credit card. So everybody in chat should be going to get their credit card to go shop on the eBay store. That's a segue.
Sure, that too.
Yeah. See, Falco's just supporting the brand.
Has a new Outbreak Collection on LRG.
Yeah.
What?
Will says I did. Well, actually, Will did do that last stream. Will bought something from the eBay store last stream. He got a signed game because he's really cool and supports the series. So everyone could learn from Will and go get some signed games off the eBay store and help us make some better survival horror.
Let's hope for no more surprises.
While we wait for Falco to come back with his credit card, because obviously that's the purpose of the stream, I do want to note just some more newsy stuff that's going on. We talked about this on a prior stream, but just because we have a larger audience here, you know, we're actively looking into expanding. So we will be talking about, probably over the next month or two, we're looking to actually get not a full-time community manager, but somebody who is actually in a community manager role for Dead Drop Studios, because as you've all realized, I cannot be the community manager for this brand, while I need to also be the engineer for this brand, while I'm also running the business finances for this brand, and everything else. So, we're gonna have some news. I do not
envy that person.
Yeah, that person's gonna have a fucking shit life. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah, it's true. So we will likely over the next month at some point have an announcement about the community manager. And I do just want to talk about why we're looking to have a community manager. First of all, I obviously need to be doing things like, oh, god damn it, I got stabbed. I need to do a lot of engineering in the next, 12 to 24 months. But also, same with Wordy, she's doing a lot of the creative work now. God, I'm gonna fucking die here. Hold on. Sir!
This is why we need a community.
Sir! No!
True.
No.
A community manager would not have broken his train of thought during.
God damn it! Get away from me, sir! Sir!
Instead, a community manager would tell you to go to the eBay store and go buy a signed physical copy from.
You motherfucker, die!
Dead Drop Studios.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we should all be listening to Myth right now.
Losing his mind in the background.
God damn it. Things happen. There is a snake somewhere on this floor, and I'm gonna find that fucking snake and eat it. That's all I'm here to say. So where is it? There it is. All right. Nope, missed it. All right, I've killed the snake. All right, so yeah, we should all listen to Myth more often. But right, so we're stretched beyond thin, and fortunately, we're hitting a stage where we can actually begin to have a little bit of help around here. So the we're going to be looking for somebody to be joining us that we'll have probably some news about in the next month or so to take over a lot of the streaming responsibilities. I'm still going to be around because you can't keep me away, but we need to be able to stream like multiple times a week for periods of time to help grow the that's fire to grow the audience and help obviously drive interest in the brand. Oh god, we're on fire. Drive folks towards awesome things like, the eBay store, limited run products, stuff like that, but also everything else we've been doing. And god fucking damn it. And to be more of a consistent public-facing entity as part of all that. So that's kind of what fucking A. We're looking into it. So stay tuned.
A consistent public-facing entity as Evan can't stop swearing.
I cannot stop swearing. Oh, that's a zombie. Ma'am? Ma'am? No! That's my neck! I'm dead.
I believe the line is "Protect me, gun."
Yeah, protect me, gun. Well, I didn't. The gun was empty, I think, which is why I was in trouble there. We're also looking into branching out into things. We want to get a regular podcast going with friends like Falco and other folks who are consistent community members. I'm actually going to lead you into a segue here in a little bit, Myth, because you had some game dev questions you wanted to ask us on the stream about some graphics that you had found.
Yeah,
you know,
this
well,
is a part of the stream, we can talk about that.
yeah, but that's kind of, we want to get a podcast going. We have other marketing and video needs and other stuff like that. So it feels like the right time. So all I'll say to folks is stay tuned. Because, you know, nothing we do is boring. So this will not be boring either. I'm low on health.
Well, that pretty much sums up this stream in general. It's not boring.
And I'm low on health. Oh,
don't
God.
know if it's good. It's not boring.
Well, it doesn't need to be good. It needs to be profitable. But we definitely we need a streaming presence. Actually, to talk a little bit more about this, we need a streaming presence that is around also to play Dead Drop Studios games with the community. We had several Let's Plays of some older Outbreak games that we've been trying to get scheduled, which has been difficult for me to find time for. Sir! So it's also going to give us a vehicle to have... Fucking A! Hold on. This man needs to die. Okay. It's also going to be a vehicle for us to be able to engage the community more and play Outbreak games with the community at a regular thing. It's going to allow us... We get a lot of people asking us to stream in non-East Coast North America hours. That person will obviously be able to fulfill other needs like that too. So we're just saying that the reason why I'm bringing this up is to say that, yes, I've heard the overwhelming amount of feedback that people want more streams, want them in more time zones, want us to keep expanding out the social stuff that we're doing, and drive growth of the community, and this is going to be a way that we're going to try to do that. So we're listening to you, we're working on it, we're growing, and stay tuned.
And more hot tubs.
And more hot tubs.
Definitely not making an OnlyFans.
Well, no, I mean,
It hasn't been cut yet.
would my OnlyFans sell? I mean, let's go to chat on that one. But Falco, I did bring up the podcast. The community manager is going to get the podcast going.
I think it would be great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially if it was in a hot tub.
Yeah, if it was in a hot tub, exactly. So Falco, on the podcast, there might be a hot. Myth, don't say no to the hot tub yet. Let's just say there might be a hot tub. Probably not, but there might.
All right.
Leave the door open.
I will keep an open mind on the hot tub.
Right. I mean, because like
we will leave the door open on the hot tub.
So it's voice only.
right. But
I mean, we could be in a hot tub and we might not be.
Sure.
We'll leave it up to the viewers' mind.
Are you sure about that? Because most podcasts post on YouTube or Spotify now. They actually have videos. So
we are
Really?
not most podcasters. So
that's true. We're not.
Actually,
We're drunk.
That's a good point. We should try to get it on Spotify.
And yeah, Grand Noodle's
Only-
right. We would lick anything for money. So
The other thing the community manager is going to do is actually keep our social media accounts up to date, because we don't do that apparently. And yeah, I want to be on Spotify and shit. But Falco,
yeah.
one of the things that you had brought up 10 years ago was the idea of using the podcast partially as a vehicle to answer game dev questions from me as a professional game developer, you as someone who knows a professional game developer, and then someone like Myth, who's Myth. And try to get some questions answered.
Okay.
So Myth has actually come prepared with some questions to throw at us, believe it or not.
Wow, on the spot.
Yeah.
I haven't come with questions, but I guess I'm curious as to a certain graphic I saw on the good old internet, which when I posted it, it sent Mr. Wolbach over there into a bit of a frenzy. So
Myth, Mr. Wolbach is my father. I'm drunk. Just pointing that out.
all right,
pull up this
drunk
image.
over there.
Yeah, that's me.
Let me also post it in the Discord call so that Mr. Falcolini can see it as well, and I'll post it in the chat as well. It's this image that apparently caused quite the commotion over in the Discord when Evan saw it. So we'll just I'll just give the floor over to Evan so he can dissect each point one by
Well,
one.
so that's kind of hard for me because I'm playing a game right now, but if you would like to read a point, I can respond to it using curse words.
All right. Okay. All right. Got it.
Yep.
So, point one. For those who, for whatever reason, didn't click on the link in chat, what you're looking at is basically a tier list of difficulties in performing certain actions in game development. And we're gonna start off with, I guess, D, which is labeled as easy. And in the D tier category, we have ideas. Apparently, ideas are easy, according to this tier chart. Evan, would you like to comment on that, or do you think that is in the right place?
Well, no, I think that's a great place to start. I'm not the person to comment on that because I don't have a working mind. But you know, what a lot of what Wordy does in her career, we're gonna die, by the way, here while I'm talking. Just a heads up to everybody. Is a lot of what she does is creative work. Things like writing, things like things like building the story structure, writing the screenplay for Shades of Horror. Oh, that's a dog! You know, to say that ideas are easy is honest. Like, I was gonna say it was fucking stupid, but I'm actually gonna go with it's offensive. Because, like, she spends a tremendous amount of time figuring out, like, the story structure and the flow for games like Shades of Horror. And to say that that portion of the job is easy, I think that's one of the hardest fucking things. And yeah, it's really easy to have a bad idea.
Let me stop you right there, Evan.
Okay.
Because stop you right there, Evan. Because in the C tier category, which is labeled as hard, is good ideas.
Okay, so that's lazy as shit,
maybe
right?
That's sort of related.
Okay. All right, so let's say you're an independent video game developer. Let's say supporting your family. Oh, you have 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl, let's say, and you're a married couple. And let's say that your entire income is coming from that. And you read a fucking chart that says bad ideas are easy. Well, why the fuck are you even spending time on bad ideas? Because where the fuck is your money coming to pay your mortgage next month? You better be having fucking good ideas. So like, I'm coming at this from the perspective of that's really fucking useless in the sense that nobody who is doing this job really is sitting there going, huh, I really need some bad ideas and look how easy that is. We're not spending our fucking time on that. We're spending our time on trying to figure out good ideas to pay our fucking bills and feed the kids, right? Continue.
I gotta stop you there though.
Okay.
So when it says ideas being easy, you spend a lot of time listening to your community and your fan members give you ideas left and right. And I'll be honest, 90% of the ideas I give you are in that easy D ideas bullshit list. You know it, I know it. We're just spitballing. So I think those come from everywhere.
Really
That's
interesting.
Why I think it's easy.
There are enough weapons here to get a party going.
You're not gonna act on them. You're just gonna be like, oh yeah, that's fascinating. Let's take a look at it. And then you move on and start swearing about, you know, snakes on the ground or something like that.
Yeah, those fucking snakes, man. But I guess that's true from that perspective. But I was thinking of it more the fact that it's like that they were putting a value on the ideas in the sense that, like, those bad ideas had value and it was really easy to get them out, so you want to have a ton of them. But I guess, yeah, you're right. I guess the people randomly DMing me all day with, like, wouldn't it be great if Outbreak played like Call of Duty?
Or,
you know,
Outbreak had more feet. You know,
what if Outbreak had more feet? Exactly, and then we modified. Well, but Falco, that was a good idea because remember the limited run box arts got modified to show Lydia's feet. That wasn't in the original box art.
God.
And actually, technically, good ideas are hard and feet. So there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
And have you ever tried to draw feet? Like the artist that limited run got to draw those feet did a really good job. That wasn't fucking easy. You know?
AI can't even draw feet.
AI can't draw feet. So yeah, I guess I'm coming at it more from the perspective of why would you even bother fucking listing that on your chart, you know? I
think it just fits the model, right? This is like that common meme of like S plus to D, isn't that what you have to like sort rank games and all that other shit?
Okay, I guess I could see it from that perspective. Good point.
Yeah,
they gotta put something
tier list generation.
All right. So we're gonna agree that bad ideas are a part of the game dev process. Oh, he has dynamite. I missed. But if I was drawing a chart, like let's say Myth came to me and he's like, Evan, you're this amazing professional game development savant who's drunk all the time. What would you put in a chart for me? I would never write down bad ideas. You know?
You would. You do.
All right.
Essentially, the chart didn't say bad ideas; it just said ideas.
Yeah, and then what's the deal with having good ideas on there but not bad ideas? All right, we're getting away from us. Let's move on.
This is.
I think we should move on to the next box.
Let's move on to B. Extremely difficult.
Well, the next box is B. Extremely difficult. Yeah, which is under B. Extremely difficult. They have starting, configurable game paths, optimization, tutorials, and I had to look this one up because I am not familiar with it. But quaternion. In mathematics, the quaternion number system extends the complex numbers. So it's an alternate way to describe orientations or rotations in 3D space. Apparently.
Yeah. So
and that is labeled as extremely difficult.
Sure, you bet that. I mean, like when you deal with rotation in a 3D game, you're dealing with shit like that. And yeah, that's advanced math. So yeah, math is fucking hard. Did they put math in the hard category?
I'm going to say that for quaternion, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just going to say that that's math. So yeah, math extremely difficult.
Math is hard. Yeah, all right. I'll give them that. Math is hard. Falco, your opinion on math? Is math hard?
Of course. That's why I'm doing business.
Oh, that's true. And just
you don't need math for that.
That's true. That's true. There's no math in business.
No, not at all.
Okay, so that's a good one. They said math is hard. They said it in a really complex way.
Extremely difficult. Yeah.
Extremely
We're
difficult.
From hard to extremely difficult. Yeah.
Okay. What else we got, Myth?
What are your thoughts on the other? What are your thoughts on the other ones, like starting? Just starting.
Okay, well,
Is that
start.
difficult?
No, I would say that's easy because one of the things that I see a lot of people do who are indie devs is start something and never finish it. I would say finishing is hard, not start. Right?
I don't know. I think for some folks, they like to talk that they want to start game development and then they never do anything.
Fair point.
Myth, you could talk to that, right?
Yeah, Myth, you're actually a good person to talk about this. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it is true that I have started a bunch of projects in my day. I have there's only a handful of projects that I've started that have actually ended up being of a level of quality that I would say would be on par to actually release. So I guess in a way starting is hard, yeah. I mean, if you want to just make, like, I don't know, and the next cookie clicker, then yeah, starting that is probably pretty easy. But if you are thinking about like the next JRPG like masterpiece, then yeah, starting is probably going to be pretty difficult because you have to figure everything out. And planning is actually the hard part, I think.
Yeah, I agree with planning. Myth, what would you say is the of projects you've started to fully released? What would you say the percentage is? Are you more on the starting side or more on the release side?
Oh God. It's definitely like 5-10% of stuff that I've started actually goes somewhere.
Interesting.
It's like you'll just like start a new project and you'll like put down like, I don't know, like a few objects and stuff, and then you'll say, okay, I'm gonna come back to this tomorrow, and then tomorrow is 5 years from now, and then you come back and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna restart this, and then you restart, and you get a little farther, and then you say, okay, I'm gonna come back to this next week, and then it's like 3 years later, and you say, all right, time to get back to this. I remember nothing of what I was doing, so I guess I'm restarting again. So it's basically stuff like that. So yeah.
Interesting.
Starting and actually getting off the ground, I would consider as hard, because it's in my mind it's always tempting to just keep restarting, so that like, because in my mind at least, every time you restart it gets a little easier because you have a better idea of where you're going and what you're doing, so you can plan out better, right? And by restarting blank canvas, you end up sort of getting a clear path forward of you're not messing with existing code and stuff, and it can at times be easier to figure everything out again. And honestly, sometimes like instead of trying to rewrite systems, it's better just to like nuke them and then just start from scratch. So that's sort of where my mind goes with the whole thing. But yeah, I'll agree that starting is pretty difficult.
Do you find
have the motivation there, and if you don't have the motivation, it's kind of hard.
Do you find that you reuse a lot of systems that you start for other purposes?
Yeah, definitely. Like right now, I'm trying to make my own like sort of engine, I guess, in Game Maker. So that just basically has like all the systems that I would, in theory, need in like most game projects that I do. Like, and I would make like saving and loading system menus, sort of the more back-end stuff, etc. And for the time being, I'm sort of halfway done that, but it still needs to be like refactored and redone in a way that's more user-friendly, I guess, in the future. Nothing. It's at a point now where I understand it, but I don't think anyone else would understand it.
Interesting.
Good stuff.
Also, my laptop is dying, so this is the part of the stream where I try to find out what that actually works.
Yeah, I would recommend you do that, because I know you got quite a bit more here for us. So we'll take a small break, but Falco, that's kind of, you know, to your point earlier, you had the idea of using the podcast for kind of like game dev questions, right? Where the idea would be is that I think I would come into somebody who makes games, you would come in with somebody who doesn't make games, and I think we said like somebody would be like more middle of the road between the two. Was that the idea?
Yeah, it was something along those lines, like coming at it from like kind of business consulting perspective, game dev, and kind of throwing in some outliers, you know, bringing in some special guests, things like that.
Yeah, that sounds really cool to me. Yeah, that was the business side of it. That's right.
Yeah. 'Cause I think it would be awesome to have like Julia join us.
That'd be hilarious.
Like S tier and S plus tier categories of like getting a publisher.
Oh my god, we could write a book about that. But that's part of what I really want a community manager for, is it's something that like I don't have the time to set up and run. And I know your schedule's crazy, Falco, so we almost need somebody here who can kind of set up the schedule, run it, get questions together and stuff, you know, and then you and I can just kind of show up and do it, you know?
Yeah.
And have them actually as a moderator.
Yeah, I think it would be a lot of fun.
I would love to do that. I'd love to do it like twice a month. So let's see where our hunt for a community manager goes. I think that could be a really, really fun thing.
Shit. God damn it.
Yeah, I think it would be awesome to just kind of get that out on the Discord too, and just get some ideas, you know, and start to kind of build that pipeline of
I think that was my last one.
of episodes.
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, it's a good thing where every now and then we could just bring in somebody randomly from the community who has thoughts or questions too, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
And kind of see where the interest goes, because a lot of the times I don't really know what people are wondering about.
We already got some interest in the chat right now.
Is there?
Corinne, where do I apply? CMMs. Oh hell yeah.
Oh god, I'm getting hit with a hammer in the face. What? Sorry, what's chat asking about?
Where do I apply?
Oh. Oh god, we're gonna die. We're dead. I don't know yet. I don't know the answer to that question. I honestly don't know the answer to that question. I was not expecting. Corinne is asking, where do I apply? Corinne, you know, we'll talk over the DMs. You know, I know your DM. You know my DM. You know I'm a huge fan. But yeah, Corinne, let me shoot you off a DM after this, Corinne. I definitely want to talk to you because you know, it's something where we potentially may need multiple people to fill that role. Just because limitations on schedules and stuff like that. And I love the idea of getting folks who want to be game developers involved with the business. And that's my face. And I'm dead. So, and I love the community here, so definitely. We really want to grow the brand. Did we straight up lost Myth, didn't we? I just looked over.
Yeah, I think he's getting a power outlet.
And like, actually, Corinne, not to call you out, you're kind of a great person, too, that I would love to have on a podcast one day to talk to. First of all, because you're a really interesting person to talk to. But second of all, you are also an aspiring game developer. And I actually got to play, must have been a while back, something you were working on, and I was very impressed with it. So I would love to just pick your brain about your approach to developing things and not getting hit in the face. God. So I think that, like, the podcast would give us a vehicle to be able to do that with folks, too. Come on. Falco, I need health.
That I can't help you with, good buddy.
Everyone's trying to kill me, and I don't know what I did wrong.
It's just one of those trials and tribulations with game development, right?
That's right. Everybody's just trying to kill you in game development. Okay. Shit. Oh my god, he can damage other enemies? No, but he can damage me too! No! Bad touch. Oh, bad touch incoming. Oh, did I kill him? Anyway.
Here you go.
And I just blew myself up with a grenade. No, I lived!
Oof.
Anyway, yeah, oh god, this is a nightmare. But yeah, I'm really interested in the podcast, Falco. I'm really interested in the podcast. It feels like a great thing to do, and it feels like an interesting subject matter to talk about. And I love the idea of pulling in people who have different backgrounds, especially non-gaming backgrounds, and getting their opinion on gaming questions.
Hey, we got Myth back.
Okay, we're back.
Here we go, Myth.
I have found an outlet. It's very busy around me though, so I have to talk a little quieter now, fortunately.
That's okay. I'll do all the screaming for both of us. That's what I bring to the table. Yeah. God, is there a fuck? So yeah, Myth, we were talking about the podcast from the perspective of having a forum to have gaming questions get asked to people with different backgrounds. Like, obviously, somebody with a game dev background is someone to ask questions to, but people with, like, a business background and other backgrounds, because, you know, it's no secret that Wordy and I did not study game development. We did not go to school to be game developers. We just kind of, we both had a full career before coming to this in unrelated fields. But the skills from the unrelated fields have helped us run our own business and build a game brand and make games. Fuck, I'm so dead. Please die. Oh, fuck. Anyway, Myth, back to your chart. What else you got for us?
Okay. All right. So, in B tier, we also have configurable gamepads, optimization, and tutorials. I think we can just sort of lump those in together and just tackle them all as one entity. So, do you feel like those are in the correct category? Are they what you would consider extremely difficult?
Okay, so there's two ways to look at those. That is because if you were to try to do them on your own, like if you, Myth, just sat down one day and said, I'm going to make configurable gamepad controls for my multi-platform console game and PC game and everything, that's really, really fucking hard to do. Like, just if you're just going to go out and do it. But the thing that chart seems to not really recognize, or maybe is intentionally not recognizing, is that those are solved problems. And, like, if you're developing in a major engine like Unity or Unreal, for example, those are solved. Either through both through built-in engine libraries, but also there's also third-party libraries that are fantastic for both of those. And I can guarantee you, nobody developing what we would consider modern multi-platform games is doing that work on their own. I mean, they would be stupid to be doing that work on their own, so they're not doing it. You know, so that's kind of where that one, it cuts both ways. Like, but it's kind of like the reason why it's dumb to have and very difficult is because we can say doing that on your own is really, really hard, right? And there's easy ways to do it that are available to you. Well, how is that any different from rendering, right? Rendering 3D graphics. If you wanted to write your own 3D renderer, that's really fucking hard. But you'd never fucking do that, right? You would go get something off the shelf from Unreal or Unity, where people who are much, much smarter than you...
I'm gonna stop you right there. I actually have a friend. Well, not really a friend, but I actually know a guy who's... he started game development like me in Game Maker, and has already, in the past like 2 years, he's actually in the process of developing his own game engine.
Okay.
He's built from the ground up in like assembly and stuff.
But he's choosing to do that. Like, he's trying to... He's
choosing to do it, yes.
Yeah, and then that's kind of the point, is that...
He's doing it more of a exploration in trying to figure out how like all of these various like computing systems work and stuff.
Yeah, and that's
he's
awesome.
Not doing it out of necessity.
Exactly, and that's awesome to do from an academic perspective, because somebody needs to fucking write those rendering engines at the end of the day. We're not all going to be sitting here making games, but you really can't, as a solo operation, say, I'm going to make a game, my goal is to make a game, and I'm also going to write the rendering engine for it. Like, you're not going to be able to do both of those things in a cost-effective, time-effective manner to survive on your own as, like, a business, you know? Epic has whole teams of people devoted to doing that. So, like, that's also where it kind of separates for me, is that academically, yeah, there's a lot of reasons to do it from an academic perspective, or if you want to go into a job like that. But my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, that this thing that we're reading from is like you're like an indie dev running a company. That was my thinking where this was coming from. Is that wrong?
Oh yeah, fine, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I believe it's supposed to be from an indie dev perspective.
Yeah, it's quote from the author of How to Make a Video Game All by Yourself.
No, then it's idiotic, because anybody who is even suggesting that if you're trying to make a video game all by yourself and you're going to go write a fucking rendering engine, or you're going to write cross-platform input, then you're not really trying to make a fucking video game as a single person. Look, I mean, bottom line, for anybody watching this who is a game developer or wants to do it, if you're on Unity, go buy Rewired. It's like, I think it's like $100. It'll save you 10,000 hours of work. If you're on Unreal, the problem's already been solved for you. So you would never do this as an independent game maker, you know? And I think Myth, when we were talking about this over Discord, I'm sorry.
I've done the configurable gamepad thing by myself in GameMaker, but again, that was more of a I'm gonna sort of experiment and see if I can get something that I've made to work in the way that I would expect this to work in other games, kind of thing. It wasn't. It was also so that I understood it. Like the reason why I wanted to make this engine that I'm working on in the first place is so that I have something that I know that I actually understand what everything is doing. Because you're right, like you can definitely solve this problem and have these things like rewire and then just like buy them or integrate them into your project, and then they're completely black box and you just tell them what to do, and then Bob's your uncle, you're off to the races. You have the functionality you need, but you don't understand actually what it's doing under the hood.
Right.
That was another sort of reason why I wanted to do it that way, but at the same time, like I see the definite benefit of it's solved. Just use the solution that somebody else has already come up with.
Right, and when I was in a different life and I had large teams that I managed and direct and indirect reports of people at different levels, a big thing that was kind of a crushing reality to folks when they went into software engineering as a career from college as like new hires and stuff like that was that you have to leave the world of being an academic behind to run a business. If you're an academic, you're an academic and you're there to study something for an academic reason. If you're running a business, you're there to ship a product based on some form of requirements in a timely manner, however that's determined. And, you're there for a completely different purpose. So, like, the stage that, I don't want to speak for you, Myth, but the stage that you seem to be at in your life is you're in more of in some ways, an academic portion of your life because you're not, like, you're not trying to make a game to pay your mortgage or your kids are going to die, So you studying that stuff is good. You should, because it's going to serve you well in your career. And to be clear, I did all of that too. All that stuff that you're doing right now, I did all of that 20 plus years ago. I made my own rendering engines. I figured out how to do cross-platform input, and that experience helps you, in the future when you're making games. But you'll never do it when you're making games, essentially, because you're fulfilling a different purpose in life. But that foundational information helps you as you make architectural or design decisions. But I'm getting away from what this chart actually was, which was you want to make a game on your own and run your own video game business. And from that perspective, you would be just downright... Not you, I'm not talking about you, Myth, but the person who this is directed to would be downright stupid to write their own rendering engine or write their own cross-platform multiplayer or input or anything like that. Because the other truth in reality, the other truth in like running a business and writing software for a business or games for a business is that there are much, much, much smarter people out there than you. And to survive as a business, you need to be able to accept the fact that you're not as smart as you may think you are, and somebody else has already done the work. They're much smarter than you. So why wouldn't you spend the $100 or $200 or $300 to benefit from their knowledge and absorb that, versus putting something half-cocked together yourself that you're just trying to meet a deadline so you're rushing and shit,
Oh yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah. And that's what enraged me when we were talking about this chart, because I think I was coming at it from that perspective. It's coming from like even the idea stuff that we discussed. It's like, well, yeah, bad ideas are easy. Good ideas are hard. It's like, yeah, no shit. But I'm not spending any time really on bad ideas. I'm working towards good ideas, Anyway.
All right. So I guess we'll move on to the A tier then, which is Brain Melter. And under this tier, we have some very interesting choices. Interesting tiers. So the first one in Brain Melters is online multiplayer.
Yeah. Do you want me to go?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's fucking hard. I will make no... So, one of the reasons why I made Outbreak 2D... Oh, we lost Falco? Oh, he may have had to go. Maybe the kids needed something or something. Or maybe he'll jump back in. I don't know. Oh wait, he just messaged me. Oh no, that was you messaging me. So one of my desires that I had not done on my own in an academic. Okay. This is kind of.
Says he's popping off for a bit. Keep going. So,
Okay. So Myth. In my professional career prior to game dev, I did do network engineering, right? So I was familiar with the concepts of network engineering. When I was in school many years ago for computer science, we did networking then. I did it in a professional capacity, but I had never done it like in a gaming capacity. So when I was working on the original Outbreak, and part of the reason why I wanted to do this was make it a co-op online game is because I never had that experience, right? And I actually found it really intimidating to do that. So networking in games is hard. It's hard from a architectural standpoint, but it is easy from an implementation standpoint, if that makes any sense. Architecturally, figuring out how you want to make your multiplayer system, even for something like Shades of Horror, which is really complex, even for something as simple as Outbreak 2D, which was actually really simple. We're just tracking positions of characters in a couple states and stuff like that on the server. Architecting that out took me a long time to figure out how to do it. But the implementation was easy because networking in a client-server model, and even in a dedicated server model, is a solved problem. There's tool chains out there. I use the Photon engine as an example for the Steam Outbreak releases that have online multiplayer. And they had already done all the implementation and stuff for how to do it. I just had to spend some time thinking about the architecture for how much data do I have to send along the wire, what am I actually updating, stuff like that. So this is another one of those things where the architecture is hard, but the implementation is actually fairly easy because there's so many great systems out there. When I used Unity does have built-in networking, but I used an external one because the built-in networking Unity was awful at the time. I don't know if it still is, but one of the things that interested me in Unreal Engine was they have really awesome built-in networking, a whole abstracted layer where at the end of the day you're just going to be hooking up the actual hookups to whatever system you're trying to go into, and then in Unreal Engine, everything about how you send data back and forth from server and client is completely abstracted in this really easy to use layer. So that's my rant on networking. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we've talked about that one enough. But the next ones are all sort of in the same vein, so I'll just bundle them together.
Okay.
So the other ones that are melters apparently are elevators, moving platforms, doors, ladders, and stairs.
Yes, they're all a pain in the ass. Because there's a million different ways to do every single one of those things. There's something that one of the guys or one of the teams who worked on The Last of Us talked about.
Yes,
he actually
I've seen that exact demo on Twitter with all the doors. Yeah.
The doors, yeah, and that's a great example of something that seems really easy, right? Like a door. Well, you open and close and go through door, right? But it's insane. There's so many things that can happen with a door. And to pull on an experience from the Outbreak series, in Outbreak the New Nightmare, the first scenario, the Outbreak scenario, you're inside of a building, and there's doors. And all you can do with those doors is open and close them. And even that was complex as hell, because I had to manage the state over the network. And then I had to figure out how zombies interact with doors and stuff like that. And it's this thing that just seems like conceptually it should be so simple, but in reality, it's this fucking nightmare. And that's just doors. So they're right.
Yeah.
That's hard as shit.
So, as we get farther and farther in this tier list, you're starting to point out things that it is getting right, and also things where they sort of maybe are a little presumptuous on, or like saying that like maybe coming at from like an engineering perspective, these things are hard, but if you're sort of working as an actual like developer where this is like your full-time job, then it's sort of solved, so like you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I think that's true. So I don't know what they were intending with this thing, is if you're actually doing all this your own or if you're not, you know?
I would assume that it's doing it all your own or potentially running a business, because the next tier is a doozy. So I'm just gonna basically say this tier is just basically expletive tier, and they've essentially listed everything that goes into making a game in this tier, which is
Okay.
I'm just gonna riddle them off because we're not gonna be able to spend any time on all of these like individually. So, in the expletive tier of difficulty, we have art, animation, business development, community management, game design, legal, level design, localization, marketing, music, narrative, production, programming, quality assurance, sound design, tech art, and user experience. Literally everything that has to go into actually making it.
Yeah, I mean, that's like all the work. And not just is all the work. Right, and not just all the work, it's expensive to outsource pretty much anything that you listed there, right? So like just to note, one of the reasons why Dead Drop Studios is a profitable business is because I work for pennies. Because I do all the engineering, right? And I'm fortunate to have... I'm dead. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm fortunate to have a very, very, very good software engineering background, both academically and professionally. I have a lot of experience being an engineer, you know, at all levels of it. From a business perspective, where I was an individual contributor, I was a line manager, I was I was a director, a VP director at one point in my career. So we benefit from the perspective that we don't pay for engineering work because I work for pennies at the end of the day, you know? And it's one of the only reasons why we're profitable. And I don't know how you'd run a game development company if you didn't have an engineer that was either like you or one of the owners who could just literally work for 140 hours a week for Myth. I'll bet you my salary is below minimum wage.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all, because it's not. I guess it sort of goes into the one of the S+ tiers of this thing in terms of the final boss of game development, which is work-life balance. And I really think that that's what you're hitting on there, is that you're because it's, you know, it's essentially it's do or die for you, to the point where you can't be if you were working at a AAA studio that had 70 developers working on a single project, you go to an office, you stop when the day's over, you go home, you sort of relax at that point. Well, the problem is you can't relax, because essentially your game development is your entire life, because of course it is, kind of thing. It's if you don't do this, then it's over, kind of thing.
Yep, exactly. And it's a hell of a... I'll tell you what the best motivator is: when you have kids and they need something, and you're okay, I need to either figure this out or we're gonna lose the house or something. That's an amazing motivator. I'll tell you, you can do amazing work with that staring you down, you know?
Yeah, and it's something where if you get to that point, you probably will cut as many corners as humanly possible to get it out as fast as you need to, kind of thing.
And the catch-22 with that, Myth, is if you start cutting corners too much, your products are going to be low quality. No one's going to want to buy them anyway.
Exactly.
So one of the greatest challenges is, obviously early in the Outbreak series, people were very quick to hop online and say really, really mean stuff about us. But, the original games, Outbreak and the New Nightmare as an example, the budget was $0 for those, you know? And I'm still proud of what we produced there, that they hold up, they still sell today. I mean, one of the reasons that I'll tell you that I know we did a good job on things like Outbreak and the New Nightmare is they sell just as well today as those games did 5 years ago. They sell many, many units daily. in different capacities, and that's you know, how I know that we didn't just cut corners, we did it intelligently and still produced something that was fun and playable that resonated with people, and we still managed to do it on basically a budget of $0, you know?
Yeah, no, totally. I totally can see like that definitely, and the fact that, you know, that they still sell, and also the fact that for like, I don't want to say like baby's first indie game, but like for anybody's first effort into making an indie game with like no experience, like what you managed to accomplish with, you know, your $0 budget is truly commendable, because like, you know, the game doesn't feel like it has a $0 budget. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, and that's and I appreciate that. And I mean, even actually, it's funny when we're talking about that those games have value. I mean, we literally just announced on the stream we announced today, not on the stream, but as part of the stream, we were talking about how Outbreak 2D, the new Nightmare and Nightmare Chronicles, just got a physical release announced, like on Switch again. You know, it's like, so that's what's really nice to look back at those games and think, you know, like I know we did a good job 6 years ago, and I know we did a good job of supporting them over the last couple of years, because they're literally, as of today, a new release, right? So, and that, to your point, is that's the trick, is
repackaged into the Outbreak.
Yeah, exactly, and that's, to your point, is that we cut the corners in the right way to still produce a quality product, even though we had no budget. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Sir! Oh god, we're dead. Please, Leon, shoot him with a gun! Thank god.
Uh-oh.
But I mean, it's part of the reason why we were talking earlier about, like, oh, we're so excited that we're on the verge of being able to hire a community manager. It's like, because it's just going to be one less thing I need to deal with, and not only that, right, the person who does that job can actually focus on it and do a really great job, you know? Instead of me trying to find, like, an hour in the middle of the day to hop on and stream, you know?
What the fuck?
What the fuck? You said it, Leon.
No, I totally get what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's also just why, like, I wasn't really, like, impressed with that chart, because it's like, anybody can make a chart and say, like, engineering's hard. Like, that's not like a mind-blowing concept to anybody. Yeah, art's hard, engineering's hard, music's hard, like, it costs money. Being a project manager who's delivering something is hard, and keeping in budget and even having a budget, like, I don't know, that's just, maybe I'm also just jaded, Myth, because I've been in the grinder now for, we started developing the series in 2015, and I've been a professional engineer much more than that. Maybe I'm just jaded beyond belief at this point, because I've had everything thrown at me and Julia, including death threats, many death threats over the years. Like, so it's just kind of like, I look at that and I'm just like, yeah, but I almost wonder, Myth, if I'm forgetting what it was like to be kind of a new developer, because at the end of the day, we have a lot of really good things going for us. Like, even just look at one thing, which is our partnership with Limited Run Games, which not everybody has, and we're extremely thankful for, and we're growing because of that, you know? And maybe I'm just forgetting what it was like back when. I don't know.
It's the lake.
I mean, yeah, it definitely, I would sort of assume that this book and this chart and everything about this is sort of targeted at the, let me say, like, less jaded developer, like sort of the up-and-coming one, the aspiring one that sort of wants to do it for the first time kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, in a way, like, you know, you're right to basically say, like, you know, all of these stuff are solved, all this is solved. Like, it's stupid to call this, like, difficult, because it's not really, if you know what you're doing. But if you don't know what you're doing, if it's your first foray and you don't, like, know about these different what's the word, like plugins or like libraries that you can make use of, then yeah, I can definitely see how a new developer would basically, you know, try and tackle it all on their own, and then be left sort of stumped as to, oh god, how am I doing this, kind of thing. And I bet you that there are still even developers that will still sort of go, oh God, what am I doing, for stuff that has been solved because maybe they're, not allowed to use a solution from another a company because the company doesn't want to pay the licensing fee. Like if you're in AAA dev, a lot of the time the companies will try and make their engine in house, which is an absolute stupid idea, but it will save them the licensing fee for
Yeah.
every copy that they sell. And in terms of that, that's big money because it does have some merit. I'm not saying that the chart is completely 100% accurate, but I think as a sort of a generic overview, it's good enough kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point, and something I didn't really think about when I was initially responding to that, because I was hyper negative about it, and now that we've actually sat down and talked about it for a while, I'm thinking about it more, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'm actually benefiting from my experience when I think about this stuff in a way that somebody who, I mean, like one of the reasons why Julie and I are very lucky is that we had whole careers before this, to learn how a business is run, to learn how to do proper engineering work and stuff like that. And, like there's people who I guess go into game development and they go to school for it, right? And they don't ever get that outside experience too, I don't know what it's like to go to school for, like, to become a game developer or anything. I don't know even what they teach you.
Well, yeah, like, I guess I can speak to that because I sort of have a degree in game design. I guess it's a technically, I guess, a bachelor's of science, but also what they taught me necessarily was more of the technical aspect of it. All of this stuff surrounding the business, like business development, marketing, funding, and stuff. Like, like I know how to do graphic design, but do you think that means that I can, put together a pitch, like a marketing pitch for a publisher? No. Like, so it really depends on I guess what you've sort of been exposed to previously, because like you said, your engineering background, you thought all of like sort of the more complicated engineering tasks on that chart that they said were hard were more sort of solved or easy, but somebody who hasn't had that prior experience might be completely confused by them kind of thing.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point, and I had not thought of that. To be completely honest with you, so yeah, I don't know, and I also admit that's why talking to somebody like you is very valuable to me, because you give me that kind of outside perspective that I don't really have a way to get otherwise, because I came at this from a completely different pathway than you essentially have, and I don't. I don't know anything. And it's like, even just talking about you were talking about the publisher pitching. I feel like we did well with that, but part of the reason why we did well with that is that Julia has a expansive vendor management background as part of her prior career. And I, of course, as a director, had to do a lot of vendor management and pitch things. A lot of my professional life towards the end was literally making engineering presentations about, like, huge projects and stuff like that, and trying to sell people on them. So, it's like even that we've benefited on, because it's like we know how to go into a pitch meeting. Even we've never been in prior to that, we hadn't really been in game pitch meetings, but we had been in business pitch meetings, and it all just transfers at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly.
Fascinating stuff. Anyway,
I think this was a very productive talk on that chart. Actually, I think that was well worth the discussion.
I agree. All right, well, we're hitting the 2-hour mark here, folks, so we are going to be wrapping this up pretty soon. It was great to see a lively chat, and I know we had a lot of folks in here at one point. I don't know if that's still true. It's probably been dropping, but...
yeah, I'm not really sure myself, actually.
I know at one point
right
Streamlabs is that I'm in right now. I know it was saying above 20 at one point, so we are going to draw the the giveaways and stuff.
We did not meet the community goal, actually. We only got...
Really? That shit was on fire.
It's because you can only contribute a max of 2,000 per person, and it was like...
Oh, interesting. Well, we still have
You can only contribute a max of 2,000 per stream, which is, in my opinion, kind of stupid, but also I guess it prevents one person being able to single fund a community goal, I guess.
Makes sense. Is that something that I said, or is that just a part of the platform?
I believe that's just part of the platform.
Yikes. Alright, so I'm gonna play up until I hit a typewriter here, and then we're gonna call it.
Okay.
But for anybody in chat, if you have not entered the giveaways, please do it. We're gonna do a series giveaway, because
Enter?
Yeah, that thing, the exclamation point enter. And because I beat Mad Chainsaw Mode in a prior stream, we're going to do a series giveaway. And we'll give away, like, two games if there's people here for that, or whatever seems reasonable.
Okay.
I
keep disconnecting and reconnecting from the chat right now, so I can't really see if there's any activity in the chat, but I'm trying. Oh, okay, I've just seen Granite Loop Noodle Light say interesting talk. Okay. So
somebody is actually here.
Today.
So do exclamation point enter if you haven't, and we'll do a giveaway at least for the series, and more if there's still more people here.
There have been 6 tickets purchased so far, so you have a real good chance.
Yeah.
7, I lie.
So yeah, exclamation point enter. Get in on that.
As I still will spin and reconnect to chat, I don't think it's going to let me reconnect. I think I have been kicked off. Oh, no. Hold on. Now I'm seeing more chat. Okay, we're good.
I'm still amazed your internet's that good on that thing. That's nuts.
Hey, I'm still amazed that I'm here.
Yeah.
Trust me, this internet is not great. It's been dropping in and out constantly throughout this entire trip. So the fact that it's working consistently for 2 hours enough to have a decent stream is a miracle.
Yeah, and you've been on multiple streams now. I mean, like, this has been going great.
Mm-hmm.
I am on fire. I don't like being on fire.
That honestly sounds like a you problem.
Truth fact. Alright.
Have you tried not being on fire?
Well, I'm trying as best I can, but I'm really bad at not being on fire. Oh, there's a man behind me. Sir, I'm gonna shoot you with a shotgun. Please do not take that personally. Please.
Thank you.
Oh god, no, he's transforming. Just no weapons here. Every enemy is transforming on me. Anyway, so yeah, exclamation point enter. We're gonna draw in like a minute here. I'm just trying to get to a typewriter. Please die. Every one of these
is between 1 and 100 million stream elements. Yes, true. Facts.
That's the numbers that I get out of stream elements, and it's like worthless. It's like, yeah, you have between 1 and 30 million people in your chat, and it's like, super, thank you. Build on that. Alright, okay, so we know the one is the twisties. The 2 twisties is one of them. Oh boy. I don't have this one. Yeah, there's one that's got 2 twisties, which I think is that. And then I think it's water? And that? No. This game is so hard. Or no, wait, it's this, and this one? No. Come on!
Also, I'm pretty sure this will be the last stream from vacation, because I'm pretty sure by the time the next stream happens, I will be back home. So,
nice.
Yeah, if I come on any future streams, I will be doing it from the comfort of my own setup, where I can be as loud as I want.
Very nice. Yeah. You've had an incredible run there, though, remotely. God, if anybody knows the password to this puzzle, please help me. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay. Alright, it's the shuriken, and it's the 2 twisties. Okay, I got this now. We can solve this by brute force. 2 twisties and shuriken. Maybe that one? No. 2 twisties, shuriken, and that one? No. Water? No. Come on! Well then wait, what the fuck is it? I did all these. Is it not that? Is it this one? And this? Oh my god. Fuck me.
Yeah, my ping is bouncing between 700 and 1,000 right now, so the fact that I'm somehow still on this broadcast is a miracle.
Okay, okay, Myth. I mean, look at this. It's twisty up and down. This is 2 twisty. And then it's shuriken. Shuriken here. Shuriken. So it's 2 twisty shuriken. So what the fuck am I doing wrong here?
Are they backwards?
Maybe?
Is one supposed to be the twisty and the other supposed to be the shuriken?
I really fucking thought the answer to the puzzle was maybe it is. And oh, I got it. I swear I fucking tried that combo before, because that's what I thought it was. Alright, we're just trying to get through typewriter, then we're drawing the giveaways, and then we're calling it a night. We did it. We announced a new product.
Alright.
Falco announced a charity giveaway. We played Resident Evil 4 semi-successfully.
Soft launch the podcast.
Yes, we soft launched the podcast. That was huge. I really want that podcast. I think that'll be a hit. I want to be on Spotify. All right.
Yeah, Spotify's actually has deals with people if their podcast gets big enough.
Oh man, imagine if they had a deal with us.
A lot of money.
The Urshizu podcast with Falco. Okay, well, we're gonna fucking die here. Are you shitting me? Fuck this. We're out of here. Everybody's lighting me on fire. I don't want to be on fire. Good lord. Wait, did I get all the heads? Oh god, they're still fucking throwing shit at me. Okay, hold on. Did we get all the heads? We have 1, 2 heads. Fuck, where's the 3rd head? Where the fuck's the 3rd head? Maybe it's up the other way?
I don't know. I can't tell you.
Oh my god, the stream's never gonna end. I need the 3rd head. I'm not stopping without the 3rd head. Maybe it's out this way somewhere. Fuck me. Is there anything out here? Yeah, okay, it's out here. It's gotta be up here. Right? Oh, it's not up here. Oh. It's not up here. Oh, Myth, we're gonna be here forever.
No, no. My worst nightmare.
Exactly. Where's the 3rd head?
Corinne says only 2, right?
Wait, is it only 2? Really? There's not a 3rd one? Corinne knows what she's talking about. So, wait, no, we're going to listen to Corinne. If Corinne's saying it's just 2, she's smarter than me. She's better at everything than me. We're jet set radioing over to the thing. She's got to be right. Because where would the 3rd head even be? I trust
question.
Corinne. I trust her. Come on. Oh, you know what? We can't. We're at the El Gigante fight. We can't stop without killing El Gigante. We can start drawing the giveaways, but I'm still gonna fight El Gigante.
Okay.
She's right. It's 2. Damn it. I'm so dumb.
Exclamation mark enter if you haven't done so.
Yeah, we're gonna draw. We're giving away shit. Okay, so I got the dealie. All right, so I lied, chat. We're playing through the El Gigante, but he's right up ahead.
One to roost. I found the key to the church.
Thank you, Corinne, for the assist.
Chat. I'm going in.
I just played this part a few days ago. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Corinne.
Otherwise, I think Evan would be still wandering around this area forever.
I was convinced there was a third. I was very convinced. Corinne saved us. All right. Yeah, we can't do this stream and not end it with El Gigante. I have to teach a master's class on defeating this motherfucker. All right.
Welcome.
Do you have like guns? Can I have gun? Repair my fucking knife. God. All right.
One would be good.
All right, we're gonna light this motherfucker up with our guns and our smartness. Okay. Hold on. Thank you. You're welcome. Do I have anything to put in here? Yes, I do have. I have another gem. 4 gem bonus. 1.6 times. Choo choo. 46,000 or 52. I will take 52, please. What does this take? I don't got those gems. All right. We got cash money.
Stranger.
We sell 2 rubies as well. Oh, wait, we need to sell them a gold chicken egg, too.
A deal well.
And a viper.
Well done, stranger.
Stranger. Nope, nope, we're not selling red herbs. Come on. What? Nope, I didn't want to sell any of that.
I knew I could count on you.
Okay, so we're up to 5. I need 10 for the laser sight. Boo.
I still have some new items you might be.
All right.
Hello, my internet died.
That's fine. I'm shopping. We're about to fight El Gigante. We're gonna roll the giveaway.
It's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, I agree. Roll of 3 is typically a thing. Hold on, I'm just upgrading some weapons. And then we're gonna shoot El Gigante in the face multiple times. Man, I have a lot of cash on me.
What can I do you for?
All right, we're gonna do this.
You'll get a decent
This.
but size ain't everything. Am I right?
Let's get the handgun damage up.
That on for size.
Hey, stranger. I'm now Australian. Okay,
Are you sure? That might be offensive to Australians.
Work is about finesse.
Oh god, does that mean the video on demand just got canceled?
Long way. You
That's
see.
still an untapped market, you know. We haven't really marketed to Australia yet.
That's true. You're making good points over there. Yeah, let's get the shotgun up one more level. All right, then we're gonna teach this guy
Up there you
the
are,
meaning of friendship.
as you wished. Anything else I can help you with?
Oh shit, we should really upgrade the knife one more time too. Oh fuck.
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no. Thank you.
Yeah, we gotta get the knife damage up, or we're gonna be here forever. All right. Dazzled, are ya?
Pleasant travel.
He's a dazzler. I love the word dazzler. I want to call more people a dazzler. He's a dazzler. All right, Myth. We're gonna beat El Gigante, then we're drawing the giveaways. Everybody enter. Enter now.
All right, perfect. It shouldn't take that long.
The stream is never gonna
3
fucking
hours
end.
later.
Stream is never gonna fucking end.
I
Yeah,
do have to go
birdhouse.
for dinner at some point, so
Yeah, I know. Do you want to just draw now while I fight this? Just to get it out of the way?
sure, I can do the drawing, yeah.
All right.
All right, last chance. Second.
Yeah, enter now. Myth is drawing.
Enter now or forever hold your peace.
Shit. Jesus Christ!
You said it, Leon. Alright. Go, go, gadget grenade attack.
That's a big boy.
That is a big boy. He's a dazzler.
For you.
I love the word dazzler. I'm gonna be using that a lot more often.
Alright, giveaway is closed.
Sweet, we're drawing
Draw
giveaways.
the winner, or should I wait till you,
No, you draw.
should I draw the winner now, or should I wait till you beat him?
Nah, you can draw the winner now.
Alright, I guess the winner, or first winner, if we're doing multiple, I'm not sure, is... Oh my god, I won the giveaway. That's not good.
Are you serious? You won the giveaway? That's awesome! Myth, you won the whole series giveaway!
Apparently, I had a 25% chance to win. Okay, remember last time how Bruce won the giveaway with a 2% chance? I think this is the even out point of that.
Oh, this is outstanding. Myth
That
won.
was
Well,
not expected.
well, you put in a lot of work in the stream, buddy, so I'm gonna tell you, you earned it. But we'll still draw.
Okay.
Let's draw 2 more winners, Myth.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's fair. I don't know if this winner is going to get the whole series, but we'll draw
Whatever.
another winner. Because I don't think that we anticipated that as an option.
I love that this happened.
Hello. Oh, Leon help that new viewer won with
Yeah!
a 12.5% chance.
Alright, we're gonna give that person a pick of any Outbreak game they want in the series on any platform. They get to pick it. That's out. You can't pick Shades of Horror.
Ah, darn.
Yeah, no.
So, Leon, I don't know if you're new around here. I would recommend Contagious Memories, as that's the newest game that was released, but your choice, obviously, of picking any game in the series you would like.
Yep. And you can draw 1 more Myth.
Alright, one more. Damn, we're going all out for this stream.
That's a big stream. I mean, we announced new
And
physical
the
product.
winner is... no, I'm sorry. I knew that... They told me once how to pronounce your name and I can't remember. It's no Yut or whatever. I'm so sorry. I remember that this was, I believe they are here. Are they here? Yes, they are. Okay.
Yes.
That's
No,
good. All the
no,
winners-
note it.
This is
Note it.
This is good.
Oh shit, he's still alive! Oh fuck me!
No.
I thought he was dead! Myth, I'm in a lot of trouble here.
Yeah, Evan thought he could end this stream.
I thought the
don't know if I can
I thought the
help you.
fucking fight was over. Ah shit.
You have the grenade launcher still.
Negative.
Okay, well, this might be a problem.
Oh, we're in a lot of trouble,
It
folks.
also could be a problem if you...
Oh boy. I'm gonna run into this house here and see what's in stock. Hi, house. Can I have? Oh no, El Gigante is in the house. Grenade. We have grenade attack. Fucking fall over, asshole! Do I even have a knife? I guess I do. Yes! Nope, he's still alive. Myth, this stream is never gonna end.
Oh, that's no good.
Owie, I got jumped on. Alright, boy. That didn't do shit to him. Do we still have any mines? Attachable mines! Nope. I'm gonna die. That's how this stream's ending. I'm gonna be dying. Yup. Just gonna die.
Oh, you had a good run.
I think I got him.
You had to end sometime.
That's right, we got him. All right. Anybody who won a thing, make sure you DM me either on the Discords or on the Twitches. Yeah, goddamn is right.
DM on Discord or Twitch, whichever is more convenient for you. Here, I will.
I'm easy to find.
Discord command. So if you want to join the Discord,
you should join the Discord.
Join the Discord there.
You should become friends with us.
We have super fun. We have cookies.
We do?
Asterisks. Buying a game will not give you a cookie. It's
all marketing. Man, imagine if we could guarantee that, though. We need a cookie sponsorship.
Yeah. Oh my god, yes, you're right.
Oh, imagine that.
That'd be huge. Every Outbreak game comes with a cookie.
A freshly baked cookie. Wow. Well, gang, we're going to be calling it here because I'm on my way to an old typewriter. Thank you to everybody who watched us. We actually had a lot of folks coming in on the stream. This is one of our more active streams, which is great. And Myth,
I think you hyped it up enough.
Yeah, I tried. I tried to be the world's greatest person who does streams. I want to say thank you to you, Myth, for joining me on this. As always, you are an amazing person.
My pleasure. I hope you put up with the people in the background. You can, Leon, if you join the Discord and then you can DM Uri Shizu on there, that would probably be. Actually, no. On the Outbreak Discord, he's known as Uri GPT version 14.32 brackets sentient.
Nice, I'm sentient.
That would be the person that you need to DM on Discord for your giveaway prize, and then of course, obviously, pick a game you want.
Very nice.
Same thing with you. No. Yet I don't know. I'm so sorry. I know you told me once how to pronounce it, and I'm sorry.
You're doing a great job, Myth. Don't let it get to you. But yeah,
I appreciate that.
And thank you to everybody who stopped by, even if you're not here anymore. Just a reminder, we have Outbreak Collection Part 1 on the Nintendo Switch from The Limited Run Games. Pre-orders open up May 9th on both Limited Run's website and on their Amazon. There's 2 covers. They're up on the screen right there that everybody can see. The Limited Run cover is very limited, at only 2,000 units, and once they're gone, they are gone. I don't think you should not expect any of this stuff to get reprints. So make sure you come by quickly when those launch and buy them, and make sure also to check out our eBay store, which the link has been getting posted by the Stream Elements bot in chat. I'm going to switch over to that quick. You can get
there's a bunch of stuff on the eBay store that you can and it's pretty cool.
Yeah. You get signed physical copies of most of our titles are on there. And we even have big bundles if you want signed gold trading cards as part of the bundles. The money
says invalid. Really? This is news to me.
Ruh-roh. Well, we're in a lot of trouble then.
Discord link get invalidated? Hold on.
I thought that Myth, but I thought I thought we had like a fixed Discord link now. Like that it was like
we did. Hold on.
Like they gave us like a nice one.
I'm investigating. Oh, maybe they did. Hold on. Where did I go see that? Oh, God.
Leon says it worked for him.
So it says Discord app launched. So are you sure? Custom invite link. Oh, we do. We don't have it done though. We have a custom invite link, but we hold on. Do we have a custom invite?
Yeah, I thought we had set that up like at the Kickstarter.
We do. We did not set it up. It is still
LOL.
unset up. So, maybe let me take care of that over the next few days, and I'll do like I don't know, Dead Drop Studios or something. I don't think we can get Outbreak, although that would be cool if we
That
could
would be
get Outbreak.
cool. Yeah, someone has got to have taken that already.
Let me try. Why not? We'll see it in real time. That is my Corda key. That is not the server setup. I can see if somebody has actually taken that as a link. Outbreak. Could not be changed because it contains invalid characters, was too short, or was already taken.
Boo.
Well,
Boo.
so we'll workshop that. It's probably just going to be Dead Drop Studios, but it might be too long.
Yeah.
We will see. Anyways.
But yeah, folks. So swing by the eBay store, buy some signed copies. Buy Outbreak Collection Part 1 limited run, May 9th.
Buy some other stuff that he found in the trash.
Yeah, I mean, there's other.
Too.
We have other stuff on here too, and we even have a big bundle. If you want signed gold trading cards in the whole series, you support us with our big bundle that's up right now. Fan bundle number 1. And also
no go for me. Okay. Doesn't
no
make
go.
any sense. Unless you were banned for some reason, that would make no sense. But
no, I don't think we've really ever banned anyone from the Discord.
Literally, yeah. Hold on, I'll try and get you a new link. Give me 1 sec. My Discord's bugging.
Yeah. Other stuff to be aware of. The Palladium collection on Xbox is on sale right now, which is the complete series on Xbox Series XS and Xbox One. You can go to Microsoft's Xbox website or on the dashboard on the console and buy the console or buy the game series on there. It's the Palladium collection. It's like 75% off on Xbox right now. So you can get them all the series on Xbox for a great price there. And something's on sale on PlayStation right now, but I don't remember what it is for the life of me. So
let me see if I can get another invite.
Buy stuff, I guess is what we're saying here.
Yes. Well, this link is still valid, it says. So, oh, did you post a new one? I see there's one was made 6 that's valid for 7 days.
That wasn't me.
It says it was made by you. So I'm gonna try this one.
Sure, why not? I don't have any memory of that. I don't even know how to do that. So
the link part of the link in. Try that.
yeah, definitely. For the winners, DM me on Discord. I don't check my Twitch DMs because I don't know how to do that. So
yeah, Twitch DMs are also very scammy. There's a lot of scam people that go through and through Discord. Yes, you sent a DM to. Yes, that is the correct one. Yes, you have contacted the correct person.
wow, you know, Myth. I bet you one of the things about having a community manager is going to be able to let us do is not let me do stuff like that, like make a funny name that people can't figure out who I am on my own channel. Or well, I guess they'll just go to the community manager,
maybe.
right? Right? Like, so we'll have the community manager that'll be public, so people won't even need to find me.
Just bug them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just bug them instead.
That's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to this.
You don't even have to worry about that. All right, I'm going to close the giveaway as well because I think we're done with that.
We're done.
So,
let's call it here.
Yeah. I've never seen such a long name on Discord. Well, you know, Evan here is a trendsetter, so you can. I just realized my camera's not on. Hold on. Let me turn it back on so I can say goodbye to chat. Because when I Discord crashed, it turned it off for some reason.
Myth, but before you go, where are you right now on the boat? Are you like in a dining room? Are you in a stateroom? Like, where are you?
I'm in the buffet.
Oh,
I'm in the
nice.
buffet. I was by the pool, but the pool's electrical outlets weren't working, so I had to move into the buffet.
I like that the pool had electrical outlets, though. That seems like something you wouldn't do.
I'm hoping the next stream I appear on will be less scuffed.
When are you back? When do you actually get back?
Vacuums that I get back on the 30th. I'm back this Sunday. So.
Yeah, there will not be another stream.
We've had a great time, but it's time to go home. It's time to go home.
What, you've been on that cruise, what, 3 weeks? Is that what you're up to?
It's gonna be 3 weeks Sunday, yeah.
Holy shit, dude. I don't even know if I could do a 3-week cruise. It's
gonna be 3 weeks this Sunday.
That sounds long for a cruise.
It's been a long one, yeah. The longest I've been on previously was 15 days, so this one takes the record there.
Well, you did a great job on the cruise, Myth. Thank you for being on location for us. So
yeah, no worries.
I think we're gonna call it. Do you have any parting words, Myth? Anything before we hit the off button?
Here, let me give you some inspiring words from the worst app on any cruise line ever. Because when you boot up the app, it gives you an inspirational quote. That quote is, "To travel is to live," by Hans Christian Andersen. So that's my
parting
words for this.
Beautiful way to end it. Beautiful. To travel is to live. All right.
Can't connect still. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Then, are you sure you're not banned? Because that's like the only way that it would not work. Actually, are you on the Discord client? If you go into client, scroll all the way down and go add server, and then just put in the join a server, and then do the invite link there. Maybe it'll work there. I'm not sure what the reason is why you can't join when it works. I'm genuinely not.
Yeah, I don't know either. All right, gang, we're calling it.
Another link, but I don't know if that will.
Yeah, I mean, if these links don't work, I don't know what else to do here. Like, we have hundreds of people in the server.
We actually have 1,000, because the link that you have on Twitch is been used by 1,000 people. So
wow, we have 1,000 people in the server. Look at me.
I'm not sure what the actual number is.
Wow. And I did this all.
Check. Hold on.
We did it all from scratch, Myth. We did it all from scratch.
We have currently in the server 397 members. I don't know why it says the invite link has been used 1,000 times.
Wow. That's 600 people who have told me to go fuck myself. Awesome.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Well, that 400 still in. Those are the people I care about. Anyway, I want to say goodbye to Corinne. She said goodbye. I want to say goodbye to Leon, to Nodite, to Leon again, to Stream Elements, and everyone else who was in the server. I know we had a ton of folks in here over the last 10 hours that the stream has been running. We will be back.
Try that one.
We'll be back May 9th. Let's just say May 9th for now. That's like 2 weeks from now.
Okay.
Let's say we're back May 9th.
May 9th sounds good.
That feels like a safe date.
Maybe more announcements on May 9th.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. But May 9th feels like a good day to have a stream for some reason, because we're gonna need to drive some pre-orders, folks. So May 9th.
Yep.
All right, Myth. I wish you all the best. Get home safe and enjoy your last few days on the boat.
I will. Thank you. Thank you again for having me on, Evan. And I will see you guys later. Bye, chat.
Bye, folks.